And it looks like we're about to. It says we're live now, so that should be good.
Alright, what's up, everybody?
Hey, we're on time for once. I'm going to say something in the chat for posterity, just because it's part 4.
Are you gonna say that we're don't freak out.
No, but I probably should. Well, at the start, probably say that we're still doing the infinite health cheat, because we still don't give a shit about the actual gameplay as balls, and we're just trying to get through the story.
Yeah.
Which I did look through the walkthrough, and it seems like we're halfway through the bulk missions. We only have 6 batches to go.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be cool. Okay, so that's not the best way to word it, but I did it anyway. Anyway, let's get fucking started. I need to get into my mixer and turn the volume on so I can hear what's going on. And that is, I might want to turn that down, to be honest, because it seems really loud. I'm gonna look at the levels. Yeah, it seems pretty loud. I'm gonna fucking turn it down to like 10%. Because I don't think the music really is that worthwhile for this game.
No, it's not all that important.
In particular, maybe boost ourselves a little bit to compensate. Okay. I think that's good, so let's get started. We're on day 193. And I forgot the last thing that we did. So we should probably get checking on the diary.
Alright. Xion hasn't woken up, but I'm pulling double duty to make up for it. Me and Axe will talk about the dumbest stuff now. Afterwards, we head to the castle. I leave a seashell by Xion's pillow. It would please me to see her smile when she finds them.
Okay.
And then there's a second page. Those pictures flashed through my head again in Neverland, and when I flew, it felt like I'd done it before. Has a guy in red flown before? Is that it?
Oh yeah, I think the last thing we did was go to Neverland, as we're probably running out of new locations to go to. Okay, so
Apparently Xion woke up, but there's not a diary entry about it, because Xion's standing over there.
maybe let's reestablish with this stuff. Okay, so we're going on a mission with Axel, so this is gonna be a good day. Oh yeah, we're going all together for some reason.
I believe there's not a diary entry about Xion waking up, unless maybe she woke up today, I guess, I don't know.
And I just randomly got some free loot. So Sykes, what is this mission? What are we doing today? Oh, we're fighting 2 giant heartless. So 2 boss fights back to back.
Which world are we doing this in?
Twilight Town. We're going back to home base.
Ah.
God, it certainly feels like it's been forever. Xion, somehow I think this is your fault for making us pal around like this. I don't know, it's probably bullshit, bosses. We'll probably be back by lunchtime. Oh yeah, she was in a coma for a while.
The diary entry we just read was about it.
Well, I thought it was like, you know, I didn't think it was like a whole month or so, it sounds like.
No, it was a while. She was in a coma for a while.
So the first talking point we should go over, since we haven't, because of circumstances, we actually haven't done this game, and I don't think we've done it in like 3 weeks.
It's been a while. I don't know if it's been 3 weeks or not, but yeah, it's been at least 2.
So, we should probably do a recap on, figure out what's actually been going on.
Xion was in a coma, we've been bummed out about it, she probably just came out of a coma, and this enemy's garbage. You physically cannot hurt him right now.
Maybe I gotta go fight that thing in the background.
Probably. Because, yeah, it's the barrier master, the guy who makes barriers.
Don't worry, I'll get a handle on the controls again in a few seconds.
Well, someone's fucking melting his HP.
Well, considering it was a fireball, I would assume it's Axo's on the ball. So, we're still dealing with our central mission. We're still trying to make Kingdom Hearts, because everyone wants hearts in Organization 13.
And only Xion and Roxas can actually do it.
They're the only ones who can collect hearts, because they're the only ones who can wield the Keyblades. We're still trying to figure out the mission of Xion's disappearing hood, which has been coming up periodically. Still not sure why that happens. It might still be a Square Enix graphical mistake.
No, I think it's supposed to be a narrative thing. It's just not implemented well. Because, like, when you give it, like, any amount of thought, it makes zero sense.
Because it's not... The whole viewpoint thing I think they're going for isn't really, I guess, implemented all that well.
Right. So I think the idea that it should be is when it's only Roxas and her, and eventually only Axel, Roxas, and her, she's willing to show her face, but when it's other people, she's not willing to show her face.
Because I think the last time it happened, we were talking to Sykes.
Yeah, but the problem is anytime the camera angle only shows the people she trusts, she has it down. However, off camera, still able to see them is characters who would then see her face while the hood is down. So like Sykes, for example, when he was off camera, her hood's down, but he's still there. Narratively, he's still there, meaning he would see it, and meaning during that conversation, she'd be flipping her hood up and down. But I don't think that's what they intend to do.
It's all very confusing, mostly because this game has, like, no budget to work with.
There.
That's probably not the only reason, but it's probably a big reason. Axel, pretty interesting character, because the first thing that happened in the game was the Castle Oblivion incident, where half of Organization 13 were killed by something that we weren't allowed to really see, because we didn't go there. We just know that it was either 6 or 5 people died on that mission.
I think it was 6.
It was probably 6, so that's kind of why they're all bitching about, you know, everyone having to do all this work, is because there's no one left to do any of it anyway. So everyone's just been pulling double duty and shit like that. Axel assumingly is doing the dirt. Axel is assumingly doing the dirty work on the side for the organization, just because it's pretty suspicious he was the only one of the people who was sent to actually come back alive. In his couple of times that he's been having personal conversations with Sykes, asking him to find things. Xemnas, who's supposed to be the leader of Organization 13, isn't really around in any time.
Cassidy, yeah, he hasn't really been around to do much.
I think the only thing he's really done, from my memory, is that he did the meeting telling us about why Kingdom Hearts was important.
Yep.
Then he just kind of fucked off, and Sykes is supposed to be our boss, and coordinating everything.
He just delegates everything to Sykes.
Who, frankly, is good at it. He's just kind of an asshole. But he's also a robot at the same time. So he's not really just being an asshole to being an asshole, he's just trying to be efficient.
And Xion's back in the goddamn coma.
Xion! Come on! We were on a 3-man team. We had a freaking agreement this morning. Now here's a vision.
You won't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go.
It's my lucky charm. Be sure
Why
to
is
bring
there
it
a
back.
vision?
Yeah,
Screw
boy,
off. There's a vision now.
You're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Hey, me. I don't remember the rest of the words after that, though. Hell, I'm pretty sure I probably got like a third, if not more, of them wrong in what I just sang shittily.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like the Kingdom Hearts music is sacrosanct. Although I will say a couple of the tracks in 358 are pretty good for the character themes. I would say they're iconic just because I like this game so much. Well, not the game. I like the characters a lot. So I can get behind the music just because it kind of brings all that back. It's the theme of the moments of things that are the important things that happen. Well, you know, music's subjective anyway, so
There.
there's no real point in defending it, just saying that it's good.
I myself am a fan of Simple and Clean. I think it's a fun song.
I think somehow Simple and Clean got on the Sonic 06 soundtrack, or is that a different song entirely?
It's probably a song of similar, like, energy and, like, you know, it's a song that's being sung in English, but probably written or created for a Japanese developer.
Who's Sora, Xion?
So, like, because Sonic has a bunch of songs in it, like just the series in general, it has a lot of songs in it that I would compare to Simple and Clean, like they're the same kind of song that Simple and Clean is.
Well, especially when Sonic decided to try and become Final Fantasy.
Like, Live and Learn, and...
Oh yeah, Sykes keeps referring to Xion as a thing instead of a person. Because, again, he's a dick.
Yeah. Sykes, fuck you. Learn people's pronouns.
So yeah, there's been this friendship developing amongst the three for the entire game because they decide to go have ice cream literally every day after work, and it's been about like 7 months since they've started working. Yeah, I would imagine that something changed him, considering he's the only one of 7 people who made it back alive. Sykes, you fucking idiot. You dipshit.
Yeah, and he has friends.
Oh yeah, and then there's the conflict because nobodies are supposed to have no emotions, but there's this friendship brewing amongst the three of them at the same time.
They could talk about how they don't have emotions and how they're not people, and then you see that they clearly have fucking emotions, even though they claim they don't.
Well, the explanation for that is that they're supposed to be like, they don't actually have emotions, they're replicating the emotions from the past that they can remember.
See, well, the way I see it is that they're claiming they don't have emotions, but failing to see that they actually do. That's how I'd argue it. Like, they're brainwashed to believe that they don't have emotions, but they actually do.
Here's Axel explaining to Roxas what friendship means for like the 4th fucking time in their entire friendship. Yeah, Axel's got things to do. He's got people to murder. Jesus Christ, Roxas. Dude's working like 20 hours a day.
We're inseparable, minus all the times that we're never all together.
Hey, they get together all together at the end of every day. Isn't that good enough?
Because either Axel's gone for large periods of times, or Xion's in a coma. Or there's some sort of drama.
She's been in a coma. You can't fault her for that.
No, my point is, or there's some sort of drama going on that's making her not, like, people not show up. Like, there's been several times where Roxas is there by himself. There's been several times where it's been only 2 of them. My point is, I'm pretty sure more often than not, it's not all 3 of them. Like, I feel like all 3 of them being there is the rarest grouping of the possible 3 characters. Well, that's not true. Xion and Axel without Roxas, there would be the rarest grouping.
Yeah, because
ever happened.
Because Roxas, as the protagonist, is supposed to be seeing all the important events. Which is kind of ironic considering this game that even the meetings that are supposed to be unimportant are still important because, you know, the friendship is supposed to be developing consistently over time. So even when they don't say anything, it's still important that they're doing it every day. And now here's a thing that's happening. That pencil doesn't even have any lead in it, you stupid bitch. Also, I can see your ass through your dress. How does that even work?
It's your thigh, but... Yeah, I don't know. Collision stuff, weird stuff, I don't know. Hey,
oh, level up again, which is completely fucking pointless.
And we got a level doubler.
Might as well put it on, considering that, you know, killing things faster will make this go quicker.
Yep. And we have a new entry in the diary.
I'm kind of surprised how much enjoyment we get out of reading the diary of all things.
Xion's awake now. So yeah, okay. So she literally woke up today, and then she fucking passed out. Xion's awake now. The three of us were gonna go get some ice cream after our mission, but she passed out again, so we had to take her home. I talked to Axel in her room until she woke up. He said the three of us were best friends, inseparable.
Oh, and if you need to know, Roxas is kind of characterized as being a freaking idiot who needs to have everything explained to him constantly, over and over again. Because he's kind of a dope.
No, we have another level doubler. Put that in. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's weird. Look at that thing. Look at that shape. Look at this fucking goofy thing.
Now put fly back in, which is the thing you took out. Oh yeah, and put any levels. There was another level that wasn't in a doubler.
Oh yeah. There you are.
But put fly back before we forget. And turn out to need it.
And see if there's anything useful in here. Maybe this? No, we can't put that in there. Or maybe we can. No, we can't.
I think we have dodge roll 3 and we're not allowed to have dodge roll and dodge roll 3.
Can I put this in here somewhere?
No, because we have block. Like I think because we have normal block in it, we can't. Or maybe it goes in block. Hold on, go look up where block is. Yeah, put that in, and then go find block.
Oh, we put it in, I think we put in fire block.
Yeah, because I think it goes in there. Like, we have to put it in there.
Maybe we should go see if we have any freaking new keyblades that would be worth using.
Pretty sure we just bought this one, but yeah.
Hello, Edgelord Moogle.
It's farther down. Those swords are farther down.
Okay, let's see.
Because we have the prestige gear already bought. That's the thing we're using right now.
I don't think we should buy any of these because they're level 3.
Yeah, no, we have the best one we can buy. There might be one we can build.
That was very weird of Discord.
What?
It made you do like a high squeak for some reason.
Oh, weird.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
But I think there's a better one we can build.
Oh, there's crisis gear, but it looks like we need more stuff for it.
We can get prestige gear +4, which I think is that better than the one we currently have?
Well, we can check. What are we using for a weapon anyway?
We're using prestige gear, but I don't know if it's prestige gear plus or prestige gear.
How do I make you say what you are? Or maybe I just look in here.
You just find it in there.
Oh, we are using just prestige gear.
So if we build prestige gear +4, then we're using something better.
Okay, let's make it happen.
Well, let's take a look at the other 4s we can make though before we make prestige gear +4.
Oh, we got
that's the only one.
Gear.
Oh no, there is ominous gear for it. What's ominous gear? Hold on, let me read what ominous gear does. Transfers your weapon, enabling your attacks to reach wide areas and deal immense damage. Okay, what does nimble gear plus do?
Mid-air combos, it looks like.
Extremely well mid-air. And then prestige gear 4 does
For extreme strength.
And then what did the 5s do? Let's look at the 5s.
It allows you to string together faster and possibly long ground combos, which would be good if we could build it.
Phantom Gear plus 5 does what?
Boost your magic.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Seconds doesn't matter. Okay, what's the bottom 5 one do? Crisis Gear.
By boosting strength and magic. Ooh.
We don't need that one either. So yeah, I vote we make Prestige Gear plus or Nimble Gear plus.
No, I vote for this, so we'll make this. Because it's just going to be a straight upgrade of the shit we already have.
One. We keep an eye out for if we can build that double one ever.
Yeah, we'll have to check back with him consistently. Okay, so we have power, and an unlock of its natural abilities. Don't worry, we'll be getting back into the game soon enough. Just have to do the important stuff.
Looks exactly the same.
Well, it's the same Keyblade, just better because it's leveled up.
It's the plus version of the Keyblade we were using. Yeah.
No, I'm not using limit breaks because I don't lose health anymore, you freaking dingus.
It's true.
It's literally impossible for me to use this mechanic. Who are you even gambling with, Luke Sword? How do you even have time to gamble? Everyone's pulling like triple shifts.
Means they're making triple the pay, meaning they have triple the money to gamble with.
Oh, Xion, you're here too.
Sorry, I worried you. It's okay, Xion. You want
We
this?
just randomly got some bronze.
Damn, it's bronze. Alright, thank you, Xion, I guess.
Okay, what do you got for us today, Sykes? No, it's our first block of stuff to happen. Eliminating the commanders, artful flyers, an avalanche. Might as well get this done first because Wonderland is
Balls.
I wonder why it's even here, considering how bad it is.
I mean, the reason Wonderland sucks so hard is because it's a constant, like,
constant enemies that interrupt getting to places.
You have to do, yeah, like it's a grind to get things done here because you have to go shrink, but you can't shrink if there's enemies nearby, and then enemies keep spawning nearby.
And then your allies consistently bait new enemies to randomly appear because they're fighting so many times.
Yep.
So the thing I've been doing this week, it was a game that I was kind of on the fence of playing about, anyway, but I did finish it. I did finish Castlevania Judgment, which is kind of a curiosity because it's the one fighting game in the Castlevania series.
It's a fighting game?
It's a fighting game, like just a one-on-one fighter.
Huh. Interesting.
I thought it might be interesting to talk about because it was very weird to get used to playing it because I think even though I don't play fighting games, I probably call it a bad fighting game because it just seems very
so probably
it just seems very exploitable, very stiff. But you know, once you kind of get a handle on the very simplistic combat, you can kind of just rip the AI in half at that point.
Yeah, it's probably not that great of a fighting game. I've never heard of it. Just because a fighting game is breakable, though, doesn't make it bad. For example, some of the older fighting games are fucking breakable to all hell, but if everybody can break it, then it's just fucking chaos, and it's really fun, right? If you and your opponent can break the goddamn game, then, you know, you're back on equal ground.
Yeah, I think human on human it might have been more interesting, but the AI in the game is just balls. Cause if you don't know what you're doing, then they can just sneak in their attacks during the periods where you're completely vulnerable and can't do anything, and then they can just do that over and over and over again and kill you with very little resistance just because you can't do anything about it. which was the first half of playing Judgment when I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on, and I was basically killing every opponent I came up against with super meter, because every super meter for every character in that game deals half health bar damage, which is really useful when you have no idea what's going on.
Fair. I was gonna say, now, a lot of fighting games, there are ways to exploit the AI. That's just like a thing in fighting games. There's like, I forget which game it is, but there's like a game where you literally just like do the same crouching kick over and over and over again, and the AI gets confused, and you can just win, right? It's this really boring, really not really fun way to play the game, but if you're looking to just win and get through the arcade ladder, you can do it.
Well,
a lot of fighting games have a thing that you can kind of like get the AI to do every single time if you just know what to do.
well,
It just makes it not fun to play.
the only reason I even bothered playing Judgment was that it was one of those fighting games that boasted that it had a legit story mode to it, so I played through it as every character, because the stories weren't all that interesting, but they were kind of interesting enough to keep my attention, I guess.
Well, I feel like if it's a story mode where you play through as every character, it's just an arcade fucking ladder.
Yeah, it's probably just an arcade ladder. You do 11 fights and that's it.
Because in the Street Fighter games, like the ones that, quote, don't have a story, you get a story because you play a character and then you do like random meaningless fights, and then there's like one fight that there's a cutscene-ish thing too, and then at the very end you get a story thing of like how they saved the day. You end up with this question of which one's canonical, because you witness like several of contradictory events, but like it's still a story if you're looking for a story. Fighting games with a story mode are more, at least the ones I've played, are all more recent of when it became kind of a bigger, more important thing. And those games tend to have a story mode where as you progress through the story, you swap what character you're playing at certain points that make sense in the story, so that you end up playing most, if not all, the roster. But you went through one overall connecting story that features all the characters. And they tend to be meh at best. You know, part of the problem is you have to shove a ton of characters into a story and have it so that the player character changes a bunch, which can make things not so good. I think in my NetherRealm Studios does the best job at fighting game stories, in my opinion. I personally think the Injustice series has the best stories for fighting games. Street Fighter did a terrible job. Street Fighter 5 story mode is not all that great. Story's kind of bland.
And meanwhile, I'm just hitting this pink thing for 5 minutes.
But yeah, the Injustice... Hell, I'd consider the Injustice stories so fun that, like, I'd consider playing them on this stream, right?
Oh.
I think they're fun. Like, I think they're fun and flavorful. I'm not gonna call them the greatest video game stories ever, because they're just not. But I think they're fun. Right? I'm not gonna say they're jaw-dropping amazing. I'm not gonna say they have crazy twists or anything. They're just fun. Essentially, you got a really decent, stereotypical superhero story shoved into these games in the Injustice series. And it's great. And it's good. So, you know, it's fine.
I think I finally... I was trying to remember what because obviously Judgment is a ripoff of a different fight, of a different, more famous series' entire, like, mechanics, and I think it...
Probably Mortal Kombat.
No, I think it's a ripoff of Soul Calibur, from what I remember.
Oh, that could be. Is it 3D?
It's definitely 3D, and it has ring-out stages, which is just...
Yes, okay, so, because if you can move in a three-dimensional space, then it's Soul Calibur. Because Soul Calibur, you can move, you know, towards the enemy, away from the enemy, but you can also dodge to the right and to the left, so that you're kind of in a three-dimensional space. Tekken and the Bandai Namco fighting games are all 3D, so Tekken and Soul Calibur, which are both made by Bandai Namco.
Fuck off, game. Are you really gonna frickin' do stealth
Stealth
on me?
section.
Oh, this is going to suck. So hard.
But yeah. don't think, at least the most recent Tekken, I don't think has ring outs. I might be wrong. Don't quote me. I don't play a lot of Tekken. I own the most recent Tekken, and most of my experience playing that Tekken is playing bowling.
Which was a good time, the hour or so we spent on that.
Yeah, but Tekken is a 3D fighter game. I should finish the story to the Tekken game. I don't know the story to the Tekken game because I haven't bothered to finish it. Oh, I guess you can just walk past him.
Well, he just got tired and his vision cone disappeared. Because they couldn't bother, I guess, programming anything interesting.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'll tell you that ring outs in Judgment are probably the worst thing ever. Because you can be doing almost perfectly throughout your entire fight, but at the end, if you just get in a couple of bad shots, you can just get dumped over the side, insta-fail, even though you were doing really well up until that point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is just the fucking worst, because the AI didn't deserve to win at all, but they did. And wasting your time on something completely stupid.
That makes sense. Yeah, we should play some fighting game stories sometimes. I think they're fun. I don't think any of them are, super amazing. I definitely think NetherRealm Studios is the best job at fighting game stories.
Well, I've got my schedule locked up for quite a while, so that might be a back burner project at some point.
I was gonna say it might be. It's probably gonna be a back one, but
I mean, I kind of had a fun.
He's gonna turn around at the end there, and you're gonna fucking get spotted.
No, he's gonna do the Ocarina of Time thing where he's gonna go in the other direction and have the most simplistic AI. Oh shit! I was not paying attention.
Do we go all the way back to the beginning? That fucking suck. We probably do, don't we?
I don't know what it's gonna do. No.
Yep. Oh wait. Okay, so we go to like the last-ish best safe area, which is right before this part.
I mean, to be fair to this game, this still isn't as bad as stealth section as Pete's stealth section was, just because that made literally no sense. Where we were sneaking behind him even though we were like 5 feet behind him. Oh, damn, I thought I could have jumped over their vision cones.
No. It's a cone. It goes in the air.
Damn it, that's how eyeballs work?
No. Fighting game stories are fun. None of them are astounding. Street Fighter V probably has one of the worst ones.
Well...
Sucks, because I love Street Fighter. Street Fighter is my favorite fighting game. And I love the world of Street Fighter, and I like the lore of Street Fighter. Street Fighter V story mode is garbo.
Well, they just had a bad release. You know what happens. How the fuck am I supposed to get around this?
Can you like go behind one of them? Go, 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 go.
Okay, what's over here? Meaningless treasure! Woo!
Actually, that's darking. Yeah, that's one of the things we need to build. Weapons.
Okay, so do we get our last commander and we can end this really stupid mission?
Looks like it.
Cool, because we got another 3 to do today. Come on, everybody, we don't have all week. We got a quota, and we're not gonna fucking we're not gonna give you food until you finish.
Yeah. What I've been doing recently is I've been playing a little game called Bug Fables.
Oh, the Paper Mario indie game.
Yeah, so the indie game that takes inspiration from the Paper Mario series. I think it's done a fairly good job. Like, gameplay-wise, it's fucking dead on, like the OG Paper Mario, right? You level up, you pick HP, you pick the mana system, which I forget what it's called in Bug Fables. It's not power points. And then you pick... in Mario, is it badge points?
Yeah, there are badge points in Paper Mario.
I think it's called something else in Bug Fables, but essentially you level up, you pick HP, you pick the mana, or you pick the badges, and if you're smart, you just pick the badges. Because you almost always can get, like, way more mileage out of the badges than you do out of the other ones, because you can get badges that give you more mana, you can get badges that give you more HP, so, like, game's pretty good. I like the characters. The story's kind of interesting so far. So the gameplay, like, visual it's not exactly Paper Mario, it's just the art style is very reminiscent of, like, things aren't made out of paper, and even though it's the cartoony aesthetic is similar to Paper Mario, with 3D and backgrounds, but 2D sprites, they don't do, in Paper Mario, when you turn around to look the other direction, you can very see that, like, oh, it's paper being turned, right?
Yep.
That's not in Bug Fables, right? They're not trying to make the world look like it's made out of paper. They're just doing, this is a cartoon aesthetic of the characters, and this is the cartoon aesthetic of the environment. And there's, one's more 3D, one's more 2D. Which I like, right? Because I felt like if they were trying to make it, like, literally made out of paper again, it would stick out and be weird in the concept of what is Bug Fables. The story, though, is, and what I, like, the gist of the beginning of the story is, once upon a time, there was, like, this ant queen who wanted to find, essentially, like, the Fountain of Youth or something akin to the Fountain of Youth.
Sure.
Like, I haven't found it, and I haven't gotten too many details of it. But she searched her entire life and formed this empire, or this kingdom, and she didn't find it, so she passed it on to her daughter.
And she didn't want to do it because that's a typical protagonist thing.
No, because we don't play as the daughter.
Oh.
The daughter is the queen that we are actually doing shit for. We play as... So we start the game as a bug called Kabu, which comes from the Japanese word for beetle, which I don't... It might just be Kabu, I don't remember.
Isn't it
Kabu? Yeah, it might be. All I know is, like, Kabuterimon and, like, a bunch of things in Japanese media that's based off of beetles.
Yep.
Has the word Kabu in it. So you play as the first character you get is a beetle named Kabu. And the Kabu has traveled, like, far distances to join this adventuring guild, that, like, does adventures for the queen and stuff. So it sounds like there might be multiple of these guilds, although I've never ran into more of them. But essentially, think like mystery, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon concept, where there's a guild that goes and does favors for people, right? They take odd jobs and shit, and within that guild there are smaller teams.
Yep.
So the leader guy, who's like the strongest dude ever, and he's like the knight of the queen, right? He's like the head knight. He decides to test you, and I'll get into that in a second. Let's watch this cutscene you're waiting on.
Yeah, because this might be important. Axel is reading a book by Vexen called The Truth About Naminé.
Which one's Naminé?
We haven't officially met Naminé yet, so...
Oh, gotcha.
That could be up to your interpretation. Ooh. What did he learn in that book by that crazy guy? I'm dead tired. I frickin' had to go on a stealth mission, Xion. It was the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Stealth mechanics in a game not designed for stealth mechanics. It was kind of garbo.
Well, stealth in a game like this, where, like, all the gameplay is just very rudimentary at best. Hope we might be fighting the King of the Sky in this episode, and at that point, we're gonna need something to talk about, because that's going to be...
Maybe I'll save the Bug Fables. Maybe I'll save the gist of the beginning of Bug Fables to...
Oh my god, those bells can sound out without moving. What a fantastic invention. How can you tell when it's getting late here? It's always sunset.
Yeah, it is kind of a perpetual twilight situation.
Yeah, it's almost like it's the thing the town's named after. I don't do anything special, I'm a huge dingus. I can't understand anything that's happening in my life.
It's true, we can't.
One day, Roxas, you might actually grow a backbone. Well, at least we got a dark ingot for free just for doing that terrible mission.
Well, we got... Yeah, oh, I thought that was the one we got from the treasure chest, but yeah.
I think we got more than one, so I think it'd be kind of weird if we got one. It just told us we got one.
Fair. I think there's... I think we got another thing we needed for the super good weapon we wanted to build. What was the name of the weapon we want to build? Actually, go look at the weapon we want to build in the shop so I can keep track. I'll keep track of in my head what we need to get.
Let's see what we got here. Was it the Phantom Gear Plus Plus, or was it the Dual Gear Plus Plus?
I think it was the dual gear one, the one for incredibly long, super good ground combos.
Okay, so we need a lot of combo tech.
Yes, so we literally only need 3 more combo tech, and that's it.
It's too bad we can't trade in the freaking dark ingots for that stuff.
Can you see if in the shop they have any combo tech? Like in the normal shop side?
Oh wait, those are rocks. Can we get combo tech here or not?
Doesn't look like it.
Huh. That's some shit. Well then, let's head on.
Make sure we talk to everybody so that, you know, maybe they give us a free combo tech.
I think they're just saying the same things that we heard them last time.
Oh, very well could be, because we're in that time period where we have to do multiple missions.
Go fight flying things in this game. So says I, Sykes, who doesn't have to do the annoying shit. I don't know, maybe we'll see Captain Hook do something stupid again.
Okay, well you... Oh wait, hold on, I'll wait for after the cutscene when you're fighting flying things to go do it.
Gonna go get another snack, and then I'm gonna have to fill.
I'm gonna break open a bottle of wine, actually.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's the perfect time to do some drinking.
Oop, I'm not playing the game.
And outside of the after mission cutscenes and the in-betweeny cutscenes, you don't really need to pay attention because they're just talking about things that don't matter during the mission. Now here's a vision again. Roxas, do you get it? Do you know what the vision means? Hook, are you even killing any of these guys? What are you talking about? They're wasting your time.
Just trying to talk to it to learn what the treasure is.
Wait, why is it not attacking you? It's standing right in front of you.
Because it's doing spooky crap to him.
Oh my god, Captain Hook, the evil character, is somehow becoming more evil. Well, you see, they're pirates. That's the whole story.
Essentially, yeah, the gist of it.
They're very incompetent pirates. Also, they're probably not real.
And they're scared of a crocodile.
Probably not, Axel. I think the Heartless have better things to do than hide in the underground boxes.
No, because last time we were here, the Heartless were in fucking boxes.
Roxas, do you have an idea? Like an actual, fully formed thought in your head? It's Captain Hook. Everything's off about him. I mean, have you seen that guy? He's a fucking caricature of a 16th century Spanish person. Or maybe Francis Drake, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's supposed to look like.
It's also... Is it queer-coded? Is that the term? Like most Disney villains.
You say queer-coded?
I think it's queer-coded. Yeah, I think that's the term.
Huh.
Where they're like flamboyant and act like a stereotypical gay person. It's a stereotype in media, and I know it can be problematic if it's always villains. And in Disney, it's always villains. You have villains like Scar. You have villains like Captain Hook. You have villains like Ursula, like they're these very, yeah, I think that term's queer-coded. I might be confusing queer-coded with another thing though, so I'm gonna go double check right now.
I don't know if I could believe Scar would have any sort of sexual being just because he's so old.
Yeah, it is queer-coded.
Huh.
Queer
Hey, could you give my friend fairy dust and the not bad kind? Twinkie.
Queer coding is the subjectual coding of a character in media as queer. Though such a character's sexual identity may not be explicitly confirmed within their respective work, a character might be coded as queer through the use of traits and stereotypes recognizable to the audience. Such traits can be greatly varied, but traits of exaggerated masculinity and femininity, vanity, hypersexuality are frequent. Queer coding is concept both in the discussion and media portrayal of LGBT people and academic research involving queer theory and gender studies.
Well, at least it has some legitimate basis.
I know a lot of people talk about villains specifically when it comes to this stereotype and how that leads to bad stuff, and I know a lot of characters from Disney get brought up. So Jafar, Ursula, Scar, Captain Hook are all literally on the Wikipedia page as examples for this stereotype.
I mean,
So
I
Jafar
can't
from
believe...
Aladdin, Governor Ratcliffe in Pocahontas, who I don't know because I don't think I've ever seen Pocahontas, Ursula in The Little Mermaid, Scar in The Lion King.
Wait, the ship is firing on us now. How can the ship even see us? We're behind a rock!
No, they're not firing at you. I think they're firing at just the general Heartless, because that's what they said they were going to do when they went away.
But you have a sword, Hook. You fucking have a sword.
If you want an even bigger example that they give here that I think is super good, him from Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Him.
Is just
That's super obvious queer coding.
I mean, yeah, but him is just such a bizarre person that, I mean, I don't know what the heck he's even going for.
He's going for what is what a lot of people consider the stereotypical gay man. Right? He's very flamboyant, he's very androgynous, or, very feminine, even though he's a guy, right? It's these things that are considered stereotypes of gay guys. Scar has some of those, but I'll state that it's harder to pick up on at Scar just by the fact that he is, just a lion visually. So it isn't as well hinted in his design. It's more in his mannerisms and his way he talks.
Well, yeah, he doesn't wear clothes, so it's not super obvious.
It's not as obvious, though. But I think both Jafar and Hook do it pretty well for at least the male characters.
Oh yeah.
And Ursula's drag queen looking aesthetic, that's part of it, I know.
Whee!
With Ursula and the Little Mermaid.
I wonder if we have to do this thing that we did. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't fucking examine the damn boxes. Until the enemies are gone. Wait, the enemies are gone. How do you defeat the enemy? Just wait for them to go away.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get that wine I was talking about.
Sounds good. I'll come up with something. Do you want to know what my next week's gonna be like? I'm gonna be, hopefully finding some time to play. Of all things, fucking Sonic 2006 has finally come on my, radar. So that's gonna be, my fun for this week, is attempting to actually play that fucking game. I mean, I've seen enough LPs of it that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be fucking fine. So, small mercies. This flying, if you couldn't tell, is, not fun. Because, it's not like doing a double jump and then you get in the air. You have to jump, then hold a fucking different button, and then use two completely different other buttons to control it. At least we finally found one of the things we were looking for. I mean, I would say don't feel too bad. We're not gonna be doing a ton of, block missions. The only one that we really have to worry about is the moment when we have to do 5 of them. Otherwise, it's just 4 and 3, which isn't too bad. It could be worse. And at the very least, some of those missions should be the boss fights of this game, so we should have something interesting to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just bullshitting. Another freaking topic. It's not much of a topic. It's just kind of continuation of something else we talked about. But it came up probably like a month ago. I just never had a good opportunity to talk about it. Was the one time that Nintendo sought fit to release Paper Mario finally into their emulation service on Switch Online.
And Banjo-Kazooie.
And that was the only game that they decided to add that day. So Nintendo's still having that problem where they don't have a library to offer for their fucking retro shit. Just in case you thought they would ever change that philosophy.
But I did partially buy it for the DLC to the Animal Crossing.
So yeah, I just wanted to point that out to, kind of tell people that people were right to criticize it again, because Nintendo still hasn't learned to fix that perennial problem of theirs with their services.
Right.
Oh, Nintendo, you do things.
Garbage ass. I bought a really cheap bottle of wine.
Ah, poor Zach's gonna get himself sick by the end of the night.
Or like I'm just gonna get drunk on wine and then be like, whatever.
Yeah, why not?
I don't think we're gonna get sick, but
Well, at least you're not gonna get drunk enough to miss what the final denouements and the things that are finally gonna happen. I'm building this up so much. I'm gonna really disappoint you when nothing happens this time.
There.
You'll think I'm lying. And that actually, this isn't gonna go anywhere. And speaking of going nowhere, I did finish the anime I was watching. Finally, because it was only one season long. I finally finished watching Land of the Lustrous, which was unfortunate because it's kind of I guess it'd be like the TV show equivalent of like a pilot, where I think they thought they were going to be guaranteed to have more time to work on it, and it just didn't pan out that way. So
that's a lot of anime.
It just didn't go anywhere.
So there's a lot of anime that either end like mid-story because like they're building for a second season that never came.
Yeah, such a shame though. Because, well, it's not like every other anime where, it was just like like everything was disappointing and it didn't do anything, because at the very least Land of the Lustrous had a very interesting world and lore. Because it was about a bunch of people who are basically living gemstones. I guess it might be like Steven Universe, but I can't remember enough about Steven Universe to make that comparison.
I've only seen like the first like 5, no, not even 10. I think I've seen only like the first 6 episodes of Steven Universe.
I think that's enough Steven Universe that you need to see.
No, because I feel like the show, supposedly, like the parts of it that are super good, don't happen right away, so like I'm missing out on what I would probably personally like.
I think Steven Universe might have ran into that problem where it just ended up going up its own ass by the end of it.
I don't know. As I said, I haven't seen all of it, but I can definitely get behind. Gotcha. I could definitely, like, my thing is I could definitely get behind its, like, some of its stuff. Like, it's right up my wheelhouse. It's just, the first handful of episodes were very much, I don't know. I just don't like
building.
Well, no, I personally don't like the character Steven. I find his personality kind of obnoxious. Maybe he gets better as he like learns throughout the show or something. Like, I don't know, but like I had difficulties dealing with his character. We need combo check though.
Oh my god, give me the fucking bottle. We only need one more guy. Where are these fucking things even hiding?
No idea.
The other thing I watched, beyond, obviously I'm still watching Deep Space Nine, still pretty consistently. is that I finished watching season 2 of Castlevania because I kind of just ran out of stuff to watch.
Yeah, and thoughts?
Season 2, I would say probably pretty hit and miss for me.
Okay.
Because I remember the first half was really disappointing. Because the protag team mostly just it just seemed like everyone was just like doing a lot of talking rather than just doing things, and it was very annoying because there was just multiple episodes of people saying that they're gonna do things and then not doing things.
So it's very much a character-driven story. So that part is very focused on the characters, not necessarily what the characters are doing. So you have it's about the characters and their relationships to one another. So like during that you have a lot of you have Dracula's court politics going on with them being like some of them being like Dracula's kind of this he's out of it, he's hired essentially, right? They're concerned about that. Things like that, and then you have
Of course it was the one. It wasn't even the one we were looking for. Fuck.
And then you have I'll flat out say it. What the pro tags are doing, like
well, what they're doing now is just even more boring than what they did before. Now the story's over.
They're not the main focus of that season. That focus, that like most of that season, like the more important scenes,
it's more about Carmilla and what she's doing.
Well, that and the relationships of the people with Dracula's court and like who they are and things like that. So things like who Hector is and what's important to Hector, and who Isaac is and what's important to Isaac, and who Carmilla is and what's Carmilla's deal.
Well, this Carmilla's deal makes sense. It doesn't seem like Hector and Isaac's motivation is just very simplistic. It's very easy to understand.
Their motivations are similar, but not quite exactly, right? So, like,
I'm not really sure what Hector's even doing anymore, but now that he doesn't have the power to fucking do anything on his own free will, it's kind of not really important.
Right, but anyway, so, because they're the two humans that signed on with Dracula, so Dracula's goal, at least what everybody thought his goal was to take over and put humans in a pen. What his goals really were to exterminate literally all humans, meaning that vampires would have nothing to feed on too, and it would do everything, right?
Yeah.
The only person that got his goal, and thus the only person he actively told his goal to, was Isaac, because Isaac and him shared that goal. But Hector, he has his issues with humanity, and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of it has to do with, the court politics, specifically, because Carmilla's playing Hector.
I wouldn't say playing at this point, but sure.
Well, no, at this point, no. But during the early part of the season where she's, like, convincing him because he knows Dracula listens to him, right?
He likes his devil forgers.
Yeah, so he's trying to... She's telling him what he wants to hear, not because she actually cares about Hector, but she realized Hector's naive. And so she's playing Hector to essentially gain that influence so she can get him to go to Brayless, so that she can betray him and all that shit that she wants to do against Dracula, because, yeah, her whole shtick. And so, yeah, she tricks Hector and gets Hector on her side. They try to convince they try to trick Isaac, but Isaac kind of sees through them. There's this interesting dynamic between Isaac and Dracula, because you can see that Dracula kind of, like, in a weird sense, Dracula admires Isaac.
Well, he admires his conviction, at the very least.
Well, but to the point that even at the end, when the castle gets forcefully brought to where the heroes are, so that the heroes can fight Dracula, Isaac's there, and Isaac's ready to lay down his life to help Dracula fight. And Dracula pushes Isaac through the mirror so that he lives, right? Yeah. Dracula willingly chose to make sure Isaac lived, a human, right? Which is now going to lead to this huge thing of why, right? Isaac's gonna find himself wondering why.
Well, because Isaac's the one who cares even though he's dead to figure out what his motives are, I'd imagine.
Right, so Isaac is now set up for like a journey of a bit of self-discovery and things like that, and the remainder of the show. Hector currently is pretty boned, but has to deal with that and kind of grow to get out of that too. Carmilla essentially has what she wants, but not fully by her hand, and then the heroes got what they want at this point. But now we gotta find out how that affects the heroes going forward, right? What happens when there isn't a Dracula for our heroes?
Sifa's gonna drive the ship, Trevor's gonna follow, and because he has nothing better to do.
That's essentially how it starts, yeah.
And Alucard's just gonna be very depressed the entire time.
Yep, no, yeah, you pretty much got what Alucard's gonna be about for, like, the next bit.
Well, to be fair, he'll eventually figure out that's kind of how his game self happened, is because, you know, he helped join the band when he was originally introduced in the 18th century with the Trevor team, and then, you know, he did that, so he didn't have anything to do, so he just kind of moved on to doing other things. And then he heard about Dracula coming back in the 20th century, so he dealt with that himself, and then he did the same thing, and then he went to do with the Soma thing, where he apparently infiltrated the government.
Hey, we got 2 combo attacks. Nice. We needed 3 though, so we're
cool.
still 1 short.
So yeah, that's kind of Alucard. Alucard just he just wanders around and is consistently helping with any Dracula problems. Because he's immortal.
I'm gonna say right here, right now, once again, though, the game stories don't. Like, other than that, they took the concept of 3, which is those specific characters going to do a thing. The show's stuff isn't going to be the same, like building itself the same way.
I still find it very odd that of all the things they wanted to work with, they decided to focus on the PS2 Castlevania games, because for whatever reason, they made it a point to reference Leon Belmont, I'm pretty sure, in like the end of season 2. The first Belmont from Lament of Innocence, which wasn't even a good fucking game. I don't know why.
Once again, it's not about the games.
But it was a bad game. Why would they pick
all
that
they're
one?
all they're doing is referencing more, you know, more fucking Belmonts. And timeline-wise, I'm pretty sure Trevor's still one of the early ones, so they don't have a huge list to pick from.
Well,
but
it might have been Judgment who kept saying that for whatever reason, like, Trevor was the first Belmont to destroy Dracula, which I didn't fucking understand in the slightest. Because I swear that Simon should have been, like, the first one.
Fair. I'll just once again remind you that the story of the show isn't building off of the games, really. It's just they looked for a game that had an interesting design of characters, and then kind of went from there.
Oh, no,
so, like,
Castlevania Judgment said that Trevor was the first Belmont to defeat Dracula, and I didn't understand why.
Okay, I'm just trying to say that even whatever is said in 3 doesn't really matter. They just took the character visuals of 3.
Well,
and I feel like
they have as much as they need to, because, you know, it's very simplistic. Trevor's the Belmont, Alucard's the vampire son of Dracula, and Sifa's just a wizard.
Yes, and now it's what we do with those characters from there.
And Grant apparently never existed.
Yes, they didn't use that guy.
Or Grant.
But yeah, the show is very much about the characters and their, like, journeys on, like, a more emotional style, not necessarily about the physical actions that take place. So, like, you know, it's very clear that we're learning and we're watching these, you know, journeys and learning experiences of Hector, Isaac, and then now, and to some extent, our heroes, albeit I will state for the most part, our heroes don't do a whole lot in 2, but a lot of what they do in that library that, you know...
The library that almost got burned, crushed.
Yeah, but a lot of what they do in that library is, you know, it's the talking to one another and, you know, that those relationships and things like that that are more important than.
Which, you know, I can understand, but, you know, in a show, you should still have things, you know, actions that happen. I can appreciate you having a character drive, but, you know, you still need to have a thing happen. A central, like, story to thread things through.
Well, and there is, right? I'll say that depending on who you ask, maybe it is a bit slow moving.
I mean, it's just prepping for the final thing they have to do, but they're doing that for like 3 or 4 episodes.
Well, but the thing that's important for us to be watching action-wise is the court politics. It has to do with, you know, the sneaking, conniving shit that Carmilla's doing. It has to do with the God brand stuff. And showing that there's turmoil within.
Oh hey, we got 9 of
9 combo texts, and I'm pretty sure we can build it.
Let's go build it! Oh, wow, we're going in the future. That was a whole month that went by.
Was it 30 days exactly?
Yeah, probably close. Hey, lady.
And
Also voice acting.
is interfering, I think.
Although it's too quiet to hear the voice acting.
I keep trying to piece his memory back together.
I could try and boost it.
No, don't bother. At this point, don't bother.
No way for me to finish.
Because then we'll end up with the game too
If
loud.
that
Just
happens,
deal with the fact that there's
and they
subtitles.
found their way into someone else, he'd never get them back.
Oh, I think he can do without a memory or two.
But what if he needs those memories in order to wake up?
I don't even know what I'm doing!
They're the key.
Help!
Namine.
Oh, they
You are a
finally
witch
established
who
it.
has power over Sora's memories, and those connected to him. Are you seeing something I cannot?
Well, I'm seeing everything you can't because you have a giant blindfold on your face!
Become her memories. She will never survive it.
Why?
She?
Okay.
But what does that mean? How the fuck do memories kill people?
Convoluted Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
What the fuck does any of that have to do with anything?
Well, we have a new diary entry, and we can go get the weapon we want.
Pandemix is back! Yay!
Okay, we all started going back to our usual spot after work. Sometimes Axel and Xion are there waiting for me. Other times I get there first. Things have gotten busier for us, so we can't make it every day, but even if they're not there, at least I know it seems like we're together again. I wonder if it seems that way to them too.
Well, it definitely does.
I forgot to ask Xion about the pictures in my head again. It was the same kid in red. Who is he? What does he have to do with me?
Maybe it's this mysterious Sora person she mentioned once. Maybe you should ask her about that, considering you heard it. Roxas, you dumb asshole.
Alright, synthesize.
You never think about these things when it matters.
It was the...
Dual gear?
It was dual gear plus 5, yes.
Hell yeah, let's get it in there. Let's see what this bad boy can do. That's not right. I'll move you over there. Now fill it up with bullshit. Oh, we got a shooting star for a sword.
Apparently.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Good luck with that.
I'm gonna be doing all the work again. Well, that's a shame. I guess that's never gonna get done. Whoop-ly-doo. Okay, so what's this anomaly that they're talking about? I can't do that. Demix is Oh, of course we're going... I fucking knew it, we were going to Olympus. The frickin' second I knew about Demix was gonna be our partner, it was gonna be Olympus.
Really generic, like the smallest world to go to.
The world that has 3 rooms, and that's it. Yeah, Demix, it's literally always Heartless duty. Demix, we've been on the job for a minute. Get your shit together. Roxas, don't let him do that. He's just gonna go home. Or that, sure.
Remember, it's better at ground combos.
Okay, so stay on the ground.
Try to, at least.
Where the... Is it in the sky?
Alright, note yourself. The one we want to build is whatever the best area is.
Well, it's got long combos. It's just that Demix keeps throwing it in the fucking sky, and I can't get it.
No, not in the air. In the air, it's like 2 hits and it's done.
Well, at least we got it done. I need to fucking figure out what my dodge roll button is. Okay, I found it. Yeah, I'll get to you when I get to you, Cannon Boy. Just stop fucking raining meteors. Okay? It's real annoying. I wouldn't call it a jumbo cannon. It doesn't look all that. Why do these red guys have to be good at healing of all things? They make it very hard to deal with this.
As if they just healed the red guy's fears. They literally have healed it back to full like twice, so...
Well, I'll get to them then. I don't want this to be as long as it doesn't need to be any longer than it needs to. Well, especially when they can fucking heal themselves.
Yeah, but at least they don't heal each other all the way back to full every single time, because there's not 2 of them healing.
Yeah, but it seems like one of them as
long enough.
good as it needs to be. Oh my god. You are literally killing me, you fucking Nimrods. Okay, finally, let's get to it. This isn't even the thing we're here to fight. These are literally just side goons. Like the people who are supposed to not matter. What are you doing, Demix? Why are you just like twirling in circles?
Every now and then he casts ice, and that's when he actually does damage.
Yeah, but he also casts wind, and it just throws the enemies into the sky, and then I can't fucking hit them. Because I think he's pretending to be... Why is there another jumbo cannon? We literally just killed you 2 seconds ago.
Why is there another jumbo cannon?
It's because this game knows how to... where to spend its time. Okay, can we go on to the thing we're actually supposed to do here? Demix, what are you doing? The door's right there. Okay.
He's ditching you. That's what he's doing.
Sure, you fight 6 Heartless with me, who can heal themselves, but this is the point where you say, no! I'm drawing the line here! What, my graduation? From the thing I don't even care about? Why did you sign me up if you didn't even know I was gonna be here? This better not be more barrel shit.
The games.
The games where there are no audience whatsoever and no other contestants. So it's literally just Phil bullshitting us. Why even bother asking? This is central to the mission. We might as well just go in. What a bit of fantastic advice, Phil.
Also, I'm pretty sure he said 2 words for you. Never ever lose. Just 3 words.
Yes, because that's the consistent joke with that guy, and it's hilarious every single time. Demix, I thought you were guarding the exit. What, are you guarding my ass now? Okay, so is Demix actually gonna help us?
The games.
Oh, great. We actually have to do the fucking arena-style shit. How many rounds are you gonna make me do this game? 5, 10, 15, 74. Why am I locked onto the barrel? What's that gonna do? What's hitting the barrel gonna do? The barrel's not even a threat to anything.
The games.
Okay, fight ghosts. Where are you going? Oh my god. Oh my
Well,
god.
ghosts are airborne, and we don't have a good airborne weapon.
I guess I underestimated this game and its love for running away type enemies. And also ones that abduct me. Yep, this is going well.
We killed 1.
1 of 5. Or 7, I can't tell considering they're just consistently teleporting and doing whatever. You think Phil's gonna disqualify me at the end of all this because I'm cheating? No, you gotta do it all over again, buddy. I detected your cheats. Because this game has anti-cheat software in it.
Well, that one was almost dead. There we go. And then you switched targets, so.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're switching targets if they all decide to stand right next to each other.
Damage. So when you hit them, you can deal decent damage. So there's that.
Yeah, if I can get like the flourishy combos at least. This game is a real ball buster when it gets going. Was the anomaly that this mission is complete horseshit in comparison to even the other missions in this game? Is that the anomaly?
Back to bug fable.
Back to something that's actually interesting.
If you remember, you play as Kabu. So what I liked about the game and what I'm curious about is right away they established that there's a mystery to Kabu. That there's something in his past he doesn't like to talk about. And it's probably something that'll, thus come up in the game. But right off the bat, Kabu traveled from a faraway place to become this adventurer for this guild, and the leader guy then is like, well, you need a teammate, and I'm not gonna just, you're a little green here, You know, we don't know much about you, so I'm not sure. But then a very different character comes in the form of V. V is a bee who is very... Wow, round 3 is the same as the first few rounds. Just kill all the Heartless.
No, the blocks are in a different formation, meaning it's completely different. It's not the same thing.
But yeah, so you then meet V, who's like... I like to think of it as what ends up happening, just to like vaguely put how it works, is you end up with this this team of 3, because unlike Mario, right? If we're comparing it to the Mario games,
Yeah, it's not a two-man. It's not a two-man thing.
It's not a 2-man thing, nor is it I recruit multiple different people and play as one specific person. You play as 3 specific characters, and as you level up, they get different ways. And as you go through the story, they get different ways to interact with the outside world. So to make up for the fact that you only get 3 people, but you only get 3 people. So instead of getting like, you know, let's go with Thousand Year Door, because I actually think I can remember all the buddies from Thousand Year Door. Instead of getting like Goombella
the secret
and
one? Did you get the secret one?
what, Miss Mouse?
Yep. The secret bullshit partner.
Not even that secret.
It's kind of secret. It's
Shows up
optional, at least.
constantly. Yeah, it's optional, but she shows up literally constantly. It's not like she's a character that you can literally miss. You're gonna see Ms. Mouse. But yeah, so like, you know, instead of getting Ms. Mouse to find hidden items and get like Flurry to blow stuff to solve puzzles and get Goops to do the shell thing, and Goombella to do whatever the fuck Goombella's ability was.
Well, just to tell newbies how the game works.
Yes, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure she's just the info dump like Goombario, where her ability is press a button and I'll tell you about things, which a lot of times is just fun flavor text.
Well, I mean, you gotta
Tell you
justify all
about
those
literally
items somehow.
every NPC. Because Goombario can tell you about literally every random NPC on the map.
Yes.
So they do that. One, so the ability to tell you about any single NPC and location is just a default thing that you can press. That when it first comes up, it's stated as a thing Kabu does, but you'll quickly find that it's not quite just Kabu. What the button does is it has the party have a conversation about whatever it is. So they'll end up having conversations about the location they're in, or the person they're standing next to, things like that.
This was the wrong Keyblade to bring here.
I know, right? So many airborne enemies. At least these guys die in literally 2 hits.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're actually giving me a fucking break.
And the barrels knock this guy to the ground so you can air ground combo it.
Well, temporarily. But he's a dragon, so
Yeah, but
he's
see,
gonna do
really-
dragon things.
Like spawns, it's really easy to hit him with it.
Barrel. After all that fucking buildup, you miss.
But yeah, so you get 3 party members. The first one you don't meet, or the third one you don't meet until like halfway through the first dungeon. But you kind of end up with this interesting party dynamic of a wizard, right? You have a wizard, a rogue, and a paladin, right? Those are like kind of the stereotypical personalities of the 3 characters. V, who's my favorite, she's this female bee character, and she's always about, like, she's very rude, and she's very quick to ask for rewards and money, which is why she's the rogue.
Typical rogue things.
Right, and I find her fun, and she tends to, like, not give a shit about people's feelings and shit. Then you have Kabu, who's the paladin, and it's all about, I want to help people for the sake of helping people. And then the third one is the character that I think is shrouded in the most mystery, and that is, Leaf. And Leaf is the wizard who you meet him, like, a third of the way through the first dungeon, as he's been captured in that dungeon for an unknown amount of time. You very quickly find out that when he went to the dungeon, the queen was the first queen, not the second queen. So, like, something happened to him. Somehow he's still alive, like, well after he should be, like, just dead of age. And he hasn't really aged. To him, it's only felt like a little bit of time, and, like, I don't know the mystery yet where I'm at in the game.
Well, what's the time difference? It's supposed to be, like, 500 years?
Oh, it's, like, 50 or 60 years. Like, it's implied that, like, while his people that he knew might not be around anymore...
Xigbar, how the fuck are you why are we fighting you in the finals? Why are you even here? Oh, never mind, he's just checking in.
Here's about our future, apparently.
I could have read the leaderboard and figured this out already, but I'm too stupid. How are we gonna fight a guy in a martial sense when he's using guns?
Close the gap fast.
Damn it. I mean, if he's just gonna allow us to... I thought he told us to make it look good, but he's just allowing us to hit it.
Yeah, so you have this mystery to Leaf because he went into the dungeon with his original friends. He got captured, and next thing he knew, it's like 60, 70 years later.
Maybe he's a time traveler. Ooh, he fell into a time rift.
Well, the other thing with him that I feel like might be important, but I don't know, they make a point to saying that he was a scout, right? That's what he was when he went into the dungeon. But while you're in the dungeon, he accidentally uses magic, and then it's like, huh, I didn't know that I could use magic. And it's stated that magic is super rare, and there's not that many people who can use magic. There's like 5, right? In the entire world, there are 5 people that can use magic.
And yet somehow every merchant that you're gonna find in every town is gonna just happen to have magical items. Ooh.
No, not really. They're gonna have badges, or whatever they call it. I think it's medals. But,
Xigbar, where are you going? We have a fucking bullshit to fight.
Job. It's like, this was your job, not my job. I had a different job today.
But, Xigbar, you're here. These visions are really coming in, like, real quick in this part.
But yeah, and then it's stated that, like, Leaf,
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna fucking switch off of this sword pretty quick.
Sure.
This sword is so bad.
I mean, it does decent damages. The problem is the game's very airborne based, and we grabbed something that's very ground focused.
And this enemy lost its head.
Yeah, but I don't think you can damage the head. I think you have to damage the body still. Because when you hit the head, you just kind of bounce off, right?
Yeah, it's because it's got like invulnerability, so it's very hard to hit.
But yeah. And then the other thing that I feel like might be important, but we'll have to see, is Leaf says we, right? When he talks, he doesn't say I, he says we. He refers to himself as if he's multiple people.
So he's part of the hive mind that no one knows about.
But like, no one really points it out or makes reference to it.
Maybe it's just a societal norm that you don't understand.
He's a moth, so yeah, because everybody's a different bug. So he's a moth, V's a bee, and Kabu's a beetle. Specifically, I think a rhinoceros beetle.
The cool beetle.
But what I like about it is they have some sort of world lore, and I'm sure it gets built upon the more you play, as well as there's like a side quest thing that you can do that's like, find these books and return them to the Royal Library. And like the books, I only found one so far, but when you find them, they have lore to them. Like you can read them, and they have like world building lore. So like one of the world building lore things is
some sort of bug war.
Well, no, but I know one thing that they hinted at is that, like, there's something about ladybugs. Like, ladybugs are second-class citizens of some sort. Like, they must have done something in the past that made everybody not like them. Because there's, like, one other character that you meet who's, like, a part of the hero guild, right? Who's a ladybug, but they make a point to mention that he's, like, essentially policed by his partner.
Which is a fun time.
Yeah, as if his partner has to, like, actively keep an eye on him because he might be a traitorous bastard. And there's, like, a Wasp Kingdom, and the music's fucking great. I love the music in the game. There's some baller-ass tracks. And then, yeah, it's just the fun silliness of Paper Mario and, like, the gameplay of Paper Mario, but a totally new world that's completely original, that's based around bugs, and I really like it, so far.
Yeah, when you were talking about that second-class citizen thing, that kind of reminded me of, what the hell was that, I think it was, like, Lost in Paradise or something. The last anime I watched was Orlando Lustrous, which was about, like, psychic school children.
Gotcha.
Because, by the end of that series, we find out that basically the race of things that are subservient to them, and they kind of support the psychic society. We find out that, they exist because they were apparently the race of humans that didn't get psychic powers from the pre-times. Like, there was like a war when psychic powers started first appearing in humans, so they started fighting each other because the humans with psychic powers were able to subjugate the non-powered humans. And I think there was a bit of a dynamic problem because there was basically the non-powered humans were able to outnumber them, so they were threatening them. So at the end we find out that the subservient quote-unquote mole people are the non-power humans were genetically altered to be subservient to the psychic humans.
Gotcha.
And then once they learn that, all the protagonists just go on with their lives and everything's fine.
Well, so, like, I feel like they're gonna build to something, right? I'm not done with Bug Fables. I do feel like something's gonna come up and we're gonna learn more about what the Ladybugs did. Like, there's gonna be a chapter where I go to the Ladybug Kingdom or something, right? Because I don't know where I'm all gonna go yet. I've been to the first chapter is the first dungeon. The second chapter you go to this, like, nature-based town where they worship this plant goddess.
They worship the big tree.
No, they worship a goddess called Venus, which I think is fucking clever because it's a Venus flytrap goddess. So instead of being like the goddess Venus in the actual sense that Venus is the goddess of in Roman mythology, instead it's a Venus flytrap goddess.
Well, if they didn't tell you that at the start and then, you know, they're like, hey, here's our god Venus, and then you turn around and it's a Venus flytrap, that's actually pretty clever.
No, yeah, they don't. Like, I think you hear them mention Venus a couple times before you get to this dungeon, because Kabu yells, like, oh, Venus, like, instead of, like, oh, God, and shit like that, he'll yell, oh, Venus. And so I think you, like, hear them use Venus as a god's name, and then you get to this town where where the priestess of Venus is, and, like, the actual stuff about Venus is from, and you find out, you see the statue of Venus for the first time, and it's a fucking Venus flytrap. Because, yeah, the game's got good humor and, like, fun moments, right? Like, when you get to this town, like, you can't progress yet, because the priestess has to open a gate to this area, but there's a festival celebrating Venus that evening, so you have to actually, like, you can explore the town to the heart's content, and then when you're done, you have to go say, alright, I'm ready for the festival. And then you have to go do the festival, which involves, like, these fun mini-games and shit, where you have to, like, become the champion of the festival, and you bump into these other characters and shit. And it's really fun. And I'm curious, during that festival, I'm curious what the differences are, because at one point in the festival, you have to choose
Axel, why are you dissing Xion out of
final,
nowhere?
the final event of the festival has you choose 2 different characters. Like, you have to pick which 2 characters you want to bring with you into the fight. Well, into the thing, but you have to pick like 2 of the 3 characters for that final challenge of the festival. And I'm curious if there's differences based on which ones you pick. Because I picked V and Kabu to do it. I left Leaf out.
So apparently Xion's gotten real good at her job the past couple of days, because it seems like she's been getting done a lot faster than Roxas is. I wonder if that's gonna go anywhere.
She was in a goddamn coma. I was gonna say that, or because she was in a coma, they give her the easy jobs. Like, go kill 3 generic Heartless. Come back.
Wait, you're asking about Castle Oblivion? Why does Xion care? Wait, no one's been sent there in forever. What are you talking about? I haven't heard them mention Castle Oblivion like more than once or twice. What are you researching? What's going on, Axel?
Also, I feel like, well, I'm sure there's another reason why these 2 don't get sent to Castle Oblivion. I do want to point out the fact that you 2 are the only 2 that can capture the hearts that they need for their thing, so they need you constantly out in the field.
That
is a concept that, like, even if there is a reason why they're not putting you in Castle Oblivion, like, they don't, like, there's something they're hiding from you there.
Shit. Xion, you can't be on the ledge of the clock tower if you're gonna be having dizzy spells. That's what you say after she almost died? That's it?
Holy shit, you almost died.
Man, Roxas really doesn't give a shit.
But yeah, highly recommend Bug Fables.
Yeah, maybe if, I should probably just put it on my indie game list and see if I'll spin it one of these days.
I was gonna say, haven't finished it yet, but do like it. There's
What?
also, like, so I don't...
Sure, Axel, why not?
Beach episode.
Yeah, it's almost like we should suggest something after the 8 months we've spent here.
I was gonna say, also, you can't fall off the fucking edge. And a beach. Like, she's not gonna fall off a building at a beach.
Well...
Which is a good reason to...
I think Roxas is gonna be so incompetent that he's gonna accidentally drown himself if they keep his eye off of him.
I mean, maybe, but, you know.
Xion will be the only one in a bikini, just to get some titillation on the screen.
I kinda doubt they'll put Xion in a bikini.
Yeah, well, because that requires them to model another model.
Also because, you know, these dudes only own, like, 1 pair of something.
That too. But hey, it's anime, you can do shit like that. What the fuck does quietude mean?
Got another level up, by the way.
And we gotta read the diary. We gotta keep up on Roxas's atrocious social life.
I think something is wrong with Xion. Is she not feeling well again? Axel said we should go to the beach next time we get a vacation. I think he senses something is wrong too. That's why he suggested the beach to make her feel better.
How would that make her feel better if she doesn't even know what the beach is?
Because the beach is... You can't... Once again, you can't fall off a beach.
You can't fall off a beach. You can drown at the beach, which is gonna be exactly what happens.
No, because she can chill on the sand the entire time.
And then she'll touch the water and begin melting for some reason. Why am I even doing this?
No, why are you doing it?
I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's talk to Depressed Lady.
Oh, we better switch our weapon if you don't like the weapon we're currently using.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't. No.
What's the other 5s that we can get? Do you know?
I don't even know if there's another 5 available. I'll have to check. Okay, never mind. can get Crisis Gear, but we're not gonna get Crisis Gear. There's also Phantom Gear, but we're gonna need more Component Bs and hopefully some... Oh wait, no, that's the fucking magic one. That's even more useless.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back to using the Prestige Plus, or we grab the Nimble one, the aerial one.
Huh. That might not be a too bad idea if we can make it.
Yeah, we can. We have the stuff for it already.
Now let's give it a test. Hey, we can make 2 of them. Ooh.
I don't think we need to make a second one.
But I need it in case Roxas's ineptitude breaks the first one. Because he's an idiot. And even after all this dumb shit he keeps pulling, I will still say that Roxas is my favorite protagonist of the 3 protagonists.
Yeah, we can either use Nimble Gear Plus or Prestige Gear Plus, whatever one we want to use.
I guess in this context, I kind of just like his dopey attitude at the end of the day.
Fair.
Mostly because he has a character, he'll eventually have a character arc. He's not just gonna be this the entire time, even though I think he's probably gonna be this like 75% of the time. Oh, good, I'll definitely use that. I will definitely use those things, you know.
Curious, because we got a higher rank, is there new shit in the shop?
No, we gotta go fight a ghost. We're gonna go fight a ghost in Halloween Land.
Gotcha.
Halloween Land during Christmas time. We're in the wrong Halloween Town part of the story. I mean, I wish we could, but...
It's the kids again, the trick-or-treaters.
I love how Roxas shows up to this place, immediately dies of explosion. Yeah, because that's the 5th time they've blown me up. Roxas, pay attention. You got a job to do. Yeah, I'll see you next time, Shadow Thing. Oh, what's Jack up to?
Probably belly aching about how much he wants Christmas to be a thing.
I've developed a blue pumpkin. It will scare everybody with its unusual color. I don't know, why don't you just make it black instead?
Oh, one thing I want to know. So, one thing I like about Bug Fables that I don't know if it was in any of the Paper Mario games, there's literal optional like side bosses that are like really tough, that are kind of like out of the way and hidden. I stumbled upon one by accident, and it fucking wrecked me.
Yeah,
But I like the fact that they're there. Like, there's this optional side challenge that you can just go and hunt down if you want.
Oh, he developed pumpkin bombs.
Well, the normal pumpkins did that shit. Like, the not blue pumpkins were pumpkin bombs too.
It's supposed to be a really big level for it to have what? It has 8 treasure boxes. Oh, I was gonna answer your question, and yeah, they did sort of do that. There are optional bosses in the original and in Thousand Year Door.
Gotcha.
Technically, I think Super Paper Mario had 1. But it wasn't a major thing. Like, there's like Kensi Koopa, and I think I don't know if Gus is optional or not in Thousand Year Door. There's obviously Bone Tail. That might be it. So, it doesn't happen a lot, but they definitely have super bosses in their own way.
Like, so far, it looks like every zone's got a hidden boss someplace.
Well, that's a
So,
good
like,
idea.
every zone, and then... because you eventually get access to a place that, has like a quest board that's like, go hunt this thing down. Like, we have no idea exactly where it is other than it's somewhere in this zone. And when I got there, it was like, oh, there's that hidden boss I fought and died to. So it's like, all right, these must be a list of hidden bosses. There must be one in each zone.
Oh yeah, Thousand Year Door did do that too. They did have the problem board you can go do for side quests.
So this game has like a problem board for side quests that are just like normal side quests to do with like random NPCs around the entire map. That give like good badges and stuff, so that it's worth doing. At least I've gotten a good chunk of good badges from doing them. But there's like a secondary board and like a side location that you have to like unlock. In fact, I believe the way you unlock it is you have to do a side quest. There's like a side quest you do that unlocks this area.
Oh damn, it's tangential side quest. You're gonna get trapped in the side quest vortex.
And inside this place you unlock for doing that one side quest, you get there's a board that's specifically to kill these bonus bosses.
This thing is literally just summoning so many of these fucking little idiots.
I mean, at least you have a weapon that's making killing them a lot easier.
How many are you gonna fight? Make me fight like 27 of them?
I haven't been counting how many you've killed.
I think we're up to like 8 to 11.
I say this thing has a garbage ground combo, but a good air combo. It's the opposite of the other one.
And I'll definitely take that considering this game is in love with the former.
Right?
I don't get this at all.
I assume there's a set number of them. Otherwise, is there... Can you attack the lanterns that are in the room? See those, like, lanterns?
I might have to check that soon if this keeps happening.
I think hit the blue pumpkins into the lanterns. Jeff, hit the blue pumpkins into the lanterns. See if it destroys the lantern, because I think...
No, but it froze my ass, and I think it actually killed everything.
No!
That was a good idea.
Didn't mean to, but, you know, fixed it.
Okay, so is the thing we're looking for in this cat? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find all the enemies first. Damn it, you just had to appear out of nowhere. Come back here! Where do you think you're fucking going, you little bitch?
Alright, hit the red pumpkins into it to light them.
Yeah, otherwise I'd have to go get fire magic, and I'm not doing that. Okay.
Well, that counts down. You might as well move to the next one.
Of course, we have to do 4 of them.
Okay, now go hit the next one while you wait for them to come down.
I just want to make sure I don't miss because I don't know if they're gonna respawn the frickin' pumpkins.
They do.
Anyway, we did it. Ow. We've unlocked Christmas. Finally! It's just kind of a shame with all the costs that the new house is getting me. I'm actually not gonna be doing Christmas this year. I've already told the family and they seem to have understood.
That's fair.
Because on top of everything else, I gotta spend like a whole chunk of money seeing if I could get someone to disassemble my sofas just so I can get them where I want them to go. Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to do that just because I don't want to have to buy new furniture. My couches are nice.
Can you not fit them through the doors at all, or what?
Yeah, the doors are too... For what I want them to be in the basement, because that's where they're gonna look the best. But the doors are too freaking narrow. Why does this guy have 7 health bars? He's not even doing anything.
I feel like he has to see you and you've been whacking him from behind the entire time.
Do you think his AI is that terrible?
He's got an ass load of HP. Luckily, you have probably the best weapon to fight him.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we get the aerial weapon that means infinite air combos instead of like eventually having to land. That'd be super nice. Cause like imagine if part of the combo never made you land.
Yeah, then this would be probably 3 times as fast.
Like, to the ground, you just stay in the air whacking him as long as he stayed within your reach.
I mean, this is technically a boss fight, but what an encounter!
Like this boss fight, I call this hidden retreat dummy.
Finally, goddamn.
We did it.
That was a thing that we had to do, I guess. Okay, why did they even need that cutscene?
Tell you that you did it.
Because obviously we couldn't see that by the bar filling up, the enemy being defeated. Wait, what's going on? Wait, I don't fucking have to give a shit about those guys. Let's just go home. Yeah, I'll catch you later, Ghosty.
What was the chest?
Blazing gem.
Now there's only one chest we didn't open.
Well, shame about that chest. It's just gonna have to sit there and be depressed about being left behind when all of his other friends got to go to the toy store.
No, because it's right there behind the RGC.
Oh, I wanted to pick up the badge though.
I think it is. Oh no, it's not.
What the fuck? Sure.
It's a tentacle, get it.
It's clever. Ooh. It's about as clever as a frickin' Mario Party pun. Well, anyway, let's go home. It was a Tentaclaw. Don't you read?
Yeah, don't you read the enemy hub? Come on now.
That was a good 5-minute mission. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a...
No. She's not allowed to sit there. She's gonna fucking fall.
Yeah, we have to get her a special bolted chair to the clock tower. Why didn't you get the ice cream? We were at the ice cream place, Xion. You could have gotten some.
In my opinion, she should sit against the wall behind her, not on the ledge.
Yeah, she has not enough of an edgelord to do that pose. Wait, where are you going?
she's leaving, and then it's gonna be Roxas all by himself, which feels like it's actually more common in this entire game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of times Roxas is upset and his friends are off, like, one of them's sick or one of them's busy with a mission.
Didn't you see Xion? She was just left, like 2 minutes ago. Do you know where she's going? She doesn't have anywhere else to go. Where is she going?
To bed. She said she didn't feel well. Where do you think she's going?
Yeah, they're gonna have a freaking voice clip for
Did they? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, between the coma and her disappearing and being depressed, yeah, she's been acting really fucking weird. Do you think she's got the cold? That cold that the humans keep talking about? God damn it, Roxas. Ever since he made that plan, are you just gonna constantly go on and on about that every day? Let's go to the beach, let's go to the beach, let's look at Xion, punch a computer.
Xion's hacking. I'm in. Remember, pro hackers never use the mouse. All about the keyboard.
And it's in block red text just to make it super suspicious.
Said the wrong line. She's supposed to go, I'm in. Hacker voice, I'm in.
Well, you better explain that to her, because apparently she doesn't get it. Another 30 days, huh? Huh.
The longest day.
Here's Sykes being called to the principal's office for being a dick. Sykes, why haven't you finished Kingdom Hearts yet? Ooh. Castle Oblivion again.
Help expedite the thing we talked about.
We also have to destroy it completely. Blow it up.
I mean, he didn't say blow it up, he's just said clear out our facilities there. That just means take incriminating evidence.
I've placed a bomb in it, and it's gonna go off in 5 minutes, unless they kill the zombie I left there. Resident Evil. How would Zigbar know? Is Zigbar that smart?
Yeah, are you more of a white wine guy or a red wine guy?
I don't think I'm a wine guy, to be honest. I had it a couple of times and frickin' honestly, I pretty much hated it.
Okay, I prefer. I don't like red wine. I tolerate white wine.
I was planning on using the bourbon to make something that I bought last week, but I need to...
There is something I won't drink. I don't like dark liquors.
I mean, I'll try it. I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere. I've never had bourbon before.
Oh, if you do end up liking it, I feel like it's a very you drink. I could see you as a bourbon guy.
Hey, at least then I'd figure out what my drink is at that point.
Well, other than that, or I just imagine you just don't like liquor at all, because, I mean, liquor is an acquired taste. Like, you have to, in theory, like, if you can taste the liquor enough, you have to drink it a couple times before you're like, okay, I can tolerate the fact that this is in this, because liquor burns.
Okay, so apparently Xemnas knows about their friendship and it means something. It actually has a meaning that this is playing out the exact way that he wants it.
Destiny.
Destiny. Predestination paradox. Timelines. Ley lines. Does any of this make any sense? Everything's falling into place, even though it's falling apart at the same time. Oh, they also literally just said it. Don't you just love it when your job just does itself for you?
Right.
Oh, and if you are confused, this is Castle Oblivion.
Well, we're currently in Castle Oblivion, this white place.
Yep. Because again, that's in Chain of Memories.
Oh, Hood's up.
Hood's up, flashback on, no items. Final
Well,
destination.
I mean, it's because someone's in the shot other than Roxas and Axel. Assuming that's not Axel. Okay, it is Axel.
It had to be Axel. No one has
Damn.
those shoes.
I was gonna say, assuming it wasn't Axel, watch as her hood becomes up.
Wait, if it doesn't have anything to do with her, then why are you in front of her?
Because he just happened to arrive in the same spot she's standing in. Duh.
What do you mean, duh? They can teleport literally anywhere.
Yeah, and by happenstance, he happened to teleport to the hallway she was in.
Oh, Xion knows things, apparently. Yeah, but I abandoned it to do this. Don't you understand? Go back and do your frickin' job, idiot.
Go kill Heartless.
Oh, I don't think we've seen a Dusk in this game. Dusk are nobody enemies, kind of like the Shadow are for the Heartless. If that makes any sense.
Super nobodies. They're super nobodies.
Yeah, they're the nobodies that don't have, like, they're not unique. They're just regular enemies. Well, I guess I didn't need to tell you that, considering they just skipped it and they're gonna destroy her. No, it's because you're asking questions, Xion. You're not allowed to ask questions in the organization. You're also not allowed to be here. Says Axel, the man who can remember his past.
Has that been established?
Well, I think he kind of knows it better than they do. Because it seems like Roxas and Xion have like no connection to their past, but Axel does.
That's fair.
I've also met Sykes before. Sykes used to be my best friend. That's why I won't let him see my face. I'm biting my teeth so hard. Why isn't this convincing you?
I'm not even paying attention to the portraits until now. Lol.
To be honest, the portraits are doing a better job of animating them just because they have more than one face.
I mean, a lot of games do that, where the portraits and the dialogue are where the like facial expressions come from, and then the models that are moving around and doing the animation stuff are just like generic.
Oh god damn it! Come on, that was actually getting good. Now we have to look at Roxas's dopey butt.
Let's have to look at his diary, because there's something in his diary.
Oh, we're paired up with Luke's sword today. Did he even write anything down?
Yeah, it said there was a new entry in his diary.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm really worried about Xion. I told Axel, but all he said was that she'll get through it. He knows something is wrong. I bet he's just telling me to put my mind at ease. Well, it's not working.
I love how Roxas is catching up on this like 3 days too late.
Check the shop to see if there's new shit. Because we like ranked up before we went on our last mission, and I'm curious if that made us get new shit.
No, we can buy a slot
There is.
releaser.
There is. Well, that, and there's a new level up. So yeah, there's new shit.
Now we can get magic level 3.
Podcast!
Boom!
Okay, hold on. We have glide level plus if we want it.
Hell, I want it.
What else do we have?
No, we should check if we have... No, we don't have any new swords.
No new weapons to buy, but maybe there's new ones to build.
Guard unit's probably not gonna help.
We don't. Oh, hold on. Let's look at these rings. Do we know what ring we currently have equipped?
Soldier ring?
We definitely probably want reinforced ring then, or
Do you want to go for reinforce or critical?
whatever one's fine. I'm sure they're both good.
Okay, I'm gonna go critical then.
Alright, let's go
anything else here.
Let's go see if we can build anything new.
Maybe buy
And
this.
exciting.
Yeah, I don't need auto life because we don't lose any health.
See if there's anything new we can synthesize. There is. There's all sorts of shit. Aerial payback. Are there any new weapons though? That's the important one.
Huh. There's actually no new weapons.
No new weapons, we have new other things instead. Oh hey, there's a fuck ton of new rings. Let's take a look at these. Nah, that one's not as good. No, that's all resistance. We don't need resistance.
What the fuck does illusion resistance mean?
I don't know, I assume there's a certain kind of enemy attack that does.
What the fuck is up with this ring? It says space resistance, illusion resistance, and time resistance. What does any of that mean?
I assume certain enemy types do certain types of damage.
Anyway, I'm not synthesizing any of that bullshit.
No, we don't need to.
Fuck you, Moogle. Giving me bullshit that's useless. I knew I should have torn up your robes the instant I saw you.
So I'm pretty sure in order to equip dodge level plus, we need to remove the previous dodge, maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah, so we have to, in order to equip the critical ring, we have to de-equip our current ring.
Okay, let's see. We can put that dodge roll thing in apparently.
Yep.
Oh wait, I don't need that. I don't know, it looks like we're good to go.
Sounds good.
Well, let's go figure out what this Luke Sword mission is all about. Now we gotta go. Oh, frick, we're going back. We're back to the terrible place of awful design.
Luke Sword mission, so we gotta go to fucking never. They're fucking. Fuck, I've been drinking. What is this called? Wonderland, there we go. It's like Neverland, Wonderland, Halloween Land, they're all something land. It's not Halloween Land, it's Halloween Town. Well, then what are all the... You know where we haven't been forever? Agrabah.
We haven't been to Agrabah or Beast Castle.
You're right, we haven't been to Beast Castle well either.
I love how every single fucking mission in Wonderland we have to start with the stupid shrinking thing.
Yep.
Can't we just skip it and do...
Literally one room. It's literally one room. In order to get from this room to the next room, we just have to shrink. That's literally all it is.
Why can't we just start the frickin' thing at the table being small? Why do we have to go through the rigmarole?
It's fucky, I don't know, because it's garbage.
And now she's on trial, or she's just yelling at nobody.
It put someone else on trial.
Oh, Cheshire Cat actually says something worthwhile. For once in his miserable life. Why is this place surrounded by mazes? Why?
Because it's a hedge garden.
I thought video games gave up on that 10 years ago. Back in the 90s.
I don't know, plenty of video games have mazes.
Here, a maze is a maze of mazes. That's a sentence.
It's amazing, he said after that.
Okay, so we gotta go find 4 switches of something.
So you have to check a maze for 4 switches and hit them. Alright, sounds fun. I'm gonna use the bathroom during this chaos.
And I'll find something dynamic to talk about. Like how I got an air slide with 5 slots in it. Oh hey, it's stealth again. Hey, remember stealth? Remember how Metal Gear Solid totally ripped this game off? I don't know how the fuck we're gonna get around this guy. So hey, remember Metal Gear Solid? Remember how Metal Gear Solid was fucked over by Konami? Yeah. Maybe there's a switch over there. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could talk about Medal of Honor. I'm still working on that. Allied Assault's been kind of fun. It's kind of your typical World War II game. You know, it's just kind of what you expect. Wait, what? There's nowhere to go, fuck! Luxord, run! Hide! Stop fucking around! Whole diamond, nice. Okay, so it's a stationary guard. Oh, perfect, we found one. Halfway done at least. Yeah, remember Ocarina of Time stealth? Remember how terrible that was? Why don't we do that, but worse? Said the designers of Kingdom Hearts, of Square Enix's DS division, which actually existed. Because yeah, made quite a few DS games. And the hell, they were making DS remakes of their old frickin' RPGs. You know, hit and miss. I assume, at least. I haven't played them all.
It looks like the hedge mage is fun.
Oh, we're halfway done with it, at least. Oh, we're actually closer than I thought. Now we only got one more to go. Oh, is the stealth section at least over?
I assume so if they all ran to this meeting.
Yeah, it's almost like she threatens to kill anybody who doesn't follow them, Mr. Dingus.
Sounds like she's straight up a fascist.
Anyway, let's go look for this damn switch. Tell the enemies to go fuck themselves, and
That one you already hit? Yeah, it is. It's because it's marked with the next one.
get out of my way, stupid. So yeah, let's just do what Ocarina of Time did, but worse. And you get this.
Also, multiple times and for longer.
Well, if you really did hate yourself, you could always go back to that stupid palace during that part of the game and do it as many times as you like.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You had to do it as kid, and then you had to do it in the fucking desert. I forgot you had to do it in the goddamn desert.
Oh yeah, the longer part.
I just remember doing it as a kid.
I'm trying to figure out where the switch is. I think it's down there at the square.
That's what my guess would be.
Okay, perfect. Which I can't do anything with because of the enemy rule.
Rip.
Maybe they'll just go away if we're really quiet.
They did.
Oh fuck, they
And
teleported.
then those ones spawned.
Well, fuck. I really should have been paying attention. We could have been done.
Well, those are different enemies, actually. Because there was a pink one. There was a pink one in like first group of enemies.
It's kind of hard to call them new enemies when all 358 is doing is just recoloring the enemies 17 times.
It's a different group of enemies than the one that was around the corner that just.
Oh, damn! You were saying?
Yeah, now there's these ones spawn, so now you have more to fight.
It's classic calendar tactics.
Now you have to fight the pink concerto.
I see that Square Enix pulled out a thesaurus for a concert and came up with some words.
Well, a concerto's not quite a concert.
Tell that to thesaurus.com.
Well, I'm almost positive concerto's not going to even come up on thesaurus.com as the other word for concert. Because it's a type of composition, musical composition, it's not the same as a concert. I am going to check, though, now that I'm curious. I'm going to pull up the thesaurus.com definitions for concert.
Haha. Ready to show yourself, naysayers? We've got thesaurus.com to prove you wrong.
Thesaurus.com. Thesaurus synonyms for concert. Gig, musical, recital, show, selections, jam session, musical, or kale? Musical? It's not musical, it's because musical was earlier in the list, it's musical, like it's A-L-E. Rockfest, that's it, that's all it's listed. Concerto is not there. However,
God damn it.
That's for noun musical performance. Let's see noun agreement or harmony. Right? Let's look at the other definition for concert. Tune, accord, chorus, collaboration, concord, concordance, consonance, joint. Oh wait, there's a more synonyms button. Togetherness, joint, league, anonymity. I don't know that word. Unanimity? Union, unison. So there you go. There's all the words that are considered synonyms according to thesaurus.com with the word concert. Concerto is not there.
Well done.
Because concerto is a type of music.
Well,
You'd listen to a concerto. Well, I mean, I was telling you, you're the naysayer. I told you that a concerto is a type of music that you'd listen to at a concert. It's like, I think concerto is like the same kind of like gist of the things they used to name Castlevania games. So, Symphony of the Night, Rondo of Blood. Rondo's a type of music. Lament of Innocence.
Oh my god, did you get yourself embroiled in another thing? Okay, we're done.
Help me out. Help me out, Jeff. What are the other Castlevania games that are named after musicals, or like musical terms? Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, Lament of Innocence, Aria of Shadow or Sorrow? Is it Aria? Aria of Sorrow, because an aria is a type of hymn or music. I don't know if it's a hymn. I don't know. There's a lot.
I think
Isn't there one of Shadow? Isn't there something of Shadow? Or did I get them all?
No, there's Curse of Darkness, but other than that, it's just the Lords of Shadow games.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go back to the first room and fight the enemy we were supposed to fight. At least we'll get this mission over with, and hopefully we'll never see Wonderland ever again.
Hold on, I'm pulling up a list of all the Castlevania games to see if I got them.
I think you
got
might
all the
hit
ones
most of
named
them,
after
if not
musical.
all of them.
Let's take a look of all the ones that are named after musicals. Okay, so Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Haunted Castle, Castlevania The Adventure, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Castlevania.
Oh yeah, the adventure I think was the shit one.
Rondo of Blood is the first one named after a musical term, which is 1993.
Yeah, it was pretty early. I think it
Then
was
it's-
also a Richter game.
Yeah, you play as Richter.
And the first appearance in Korea, I think?
I have no idea. Symphony of the Night, 1997. Harmony, I missed one. Harmony of Dissonance.
Oh, I forgot about that
2002. Harmony of Dissonance.
one. Well, I think that was the first GBA game, so yeah.
Aria of Sorrow, 2003, and Lament of Innocence, also 2003.
I don't even know if the protagonist was a Belmont in that game.
I mean, technically, Symphony of the Nights, you do play as Alucard.
Yeah, but Alucard you didn't know related and shit. Like, at least he's legit. I have no idea who the protagonist of Harmony of Dissonance was supposed to be.
The only one I missed was Harmony of Dissonance. Let's take a look who you play as in Harmony of Dissonance.
I know there's only 3 characters in that game. That might have been one of those games where Dracula was already dead, so it was just one of those kind of weird.
That 50 years after Simon Belmont vanquished Dracula's curse, Harmony of Dissonance focuses on his grandson, Just Stay, I don't know how to pronounce this name,
Oh, yeah.
Belmont, in his quest to rescue a kidnapped childhood friend.
Yep. Because in Castlevania, it's a pretty old school plot. The women are always damsels in distress, except for Shanoa.
Except for apparently,
Oh, and Maria, but Maria barely counts.
well, what's her name from Castlevania 3?
Sypha?
Yeah, Sypha. I mean, I guess technically when you recruit her, she's in a damsel of distress situation because she's turned to stone. Because you have to, both in the game and in the show, he has to like fix her turned to stone problem.
Yeah, I think the Cyclops was one of the early enemies in Castlevania 3, but I didn't recruit Sypha, I recruited Grant. Or Alucard, whichever one, not the Cyclops.
No, I think you can recruit all 4 of them.
Well, maybe. Maybe I'd have to pay more attention.
'Cause I know the Alucard fight is entirely optional.
Well, technically a whole bunch of the boss fights in that game are optional just because, you know, you can't go down every path.
Yeah, so I think in order to get Sypha, you have to go do a certain fight with the Cyclops, and then in order to get Alucard, you have to do another thing where you end up fighting Alucard himself, and then once you beat Alucard. And then I have no idea what it is for the other guy because he's not in the show, unless I never gave a shit about who he was.
Well, I think Grant is the non-optional one, which is kind of weird. And we have to do the Wonderland thing, so we might as well just keep talking about Castlevania. I was gonna say I found Hector's characterization in the show odd, just because I think it was more of a stand-up guy in his game. I found it kind of weird that he ended up just becoming subservient to Carmilla.
Yeah, so once again, they're not basing it off the game. So I feel like that's an important thing to note. God, fuck this fucking room in specifics.
No, you have to fight 17 things before you're
It's
allowed
like
to leave.
anytime you try to leave this room, you end up spawning like a gajillion enemies, and you just fucking can't drink the potion.
I would also appreciate it if they weren't all... Okay, somehow he insta-killed them, I'll take that.
Whatever magic he has must be weak to.
Okay, but which enemy's here? There are no
There's
enemies
one
in
over
this
by
room.
according to the map, there's one over by the fireplace.
Where?
Hold on, see if you can use the item. No. Well, the mini map shows enemies on it as white
Okay,
dots.
somehow...
If I look at the mini map, I can see where enemies are.
Somehow this enemy got stuck in the fireplace.
All I know is that on the map it was by the. Fuck, this room's so hard. Spawn 2 more enemies now.
You did one side of the room, now we're gonna force you to do the other half as well. And also we're gonna level you down because fuck you, and also we're gonna make the enemy want to run away.
At least ice magic apparently does assless these things. Cause he like wiped out a whole health bar with the ice magic.
Maybe that's why Luke Sword is the guy who's always put on these missions, is because he's the only weapon that's good against them.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, Luke's sword, I'm pretty sure Luke's sword is the most useful out of all the NPCs we've teamed up with. Like, his AI and his attack, like, patterns make it so he actually does help.
Oh, hey, a whole cutscene.
I also do, though, think that the guy with the spears helps, too.
You're early. No, you're just late.
Is this the first time we've heard Roxas talk?
I think it's the first time we heard, like, most of the characters talk.
Huh. So it's gonna be important, apparently.
Today makes 255. What's that about? It's been that many days since I first joined the organization.
Which was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Man, time flies.
What's the name of this game
So,
again?
You got the number memorized, do you?
358/2.
Yeah.
Okay, 358.
Have to hang on to something, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember
Like
this
have memories
track.
from before the organization.
I can't hear the music if there's music. I'll turn it up, though. I'll turn up the stream.
Right.
Well, if you can't hear it, I'll make you hear. I'll make you hear it later.
But come on.
I
you
turned
still
up the
kind of a zombie. Oh,
I turned up the stream. I can actually hear like the dialogue and everything now.
Hey, Roxas. Bet you don't
That's
know why
not
the
what I
sun
thought
sets
Axel's
red.
voice would sound like.
You see, light is
Yeah,
made
that's
up of
Axel
lots of
for you.
colors. And out of all those colors, red is the one that travels the farthest.
Sure.
Like I asked, know-it-all.
I'm pretty sure he just made that up.
What is with Japan and red being faster?
Cause
There is a
red-
meme across all sorts of shit that red is somehow faster color.
Red is fast.
Yeah, so I think it started in Gundam. There's a reference to red being 3 times as fast. And I've seen other things reference that reference from Gundam. Like, I had a friend tell me that it started in Gundam, but I've seen it start
Oh,
other
the
places.
cutscene's over.
So apparently red moves 3 times as fast.
I don't know. Maybe it's the top on the color visual spectrum somehow.
Maybe there's something to red, like, actually science-wise. But all I know is, like, the meme is things that are red and move 3 times as fast. Like, not just the color red itself, but, like, if you paint something red, it's 3 times faster than it would have been not being red.
See,
So,
that's
like, I've
why-
seen it.
That's
Because in Gundam, where I've told it originates, in Gundam there's a red Gundam that moves 3 times faster than, like, the other robots. Apparently, like, I've never watched Gundam. I will state that this is something this is all hearsay, right? I've only ever heard this from other people.
Well, I haven't even known this is a thing, so I'm
But
starting
I
from
have
zero.
seen, I literally have watched other anime where, like, to put it in perspective, there was an anime called Date Alive, which is not an anime you'd like, Jeff. So don't bother watching it. It's like a harem comedy anime, but in
Yeah,
it,
does
the
sound
male-
pretty bad.
in it, the at one point in time, I forget if it's one of the girls or if it's the guy, but someone asked why the red fish is moving so much faster. Like, they're looking at it like a koi pond or like a pond of fish, and there's a red fish that's moving faster, and they're like, oh, it's red, it moves 3 times as fast. And I was like, wait, what? And it's because, like, I had a friend who already memed that red things moved 3 times as fast. So when the show memed, like, when the show made a joke about what my friend already memes in real life, I had to go ask him. I was like, okay, where did you get that? Because I was watching an anime and they referenced the thing you joke about. And he's like, oh, it's from Gundam. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, there's a Gundam that they say because it's red, it moves 3 times as fast in Gundam or something like that.
Well,
And so, yeah.
apparently,
Remember, red things move faster than non-red things.
now Xion is learning how nobodies work. I'm not the person I was before, wasn't me, because obviously that's how nobodies work.
I'm an entirely different person aside from who I was before.
No
So
one
it's-
had the talk with Xion before. Oh, a level tripler. Look at that.
Fancy. Also air slide and a couple other things.
News! Finally. We really needed some. What's our mission today, boss? What? How?
It probably actually isn't, but because they killed her for looking into shit she wasn't supposed to.
Oh, she ran away?
Oh, okay, apparently she went AWOL.
I guess they just assumed she died. Because, I mean, how could an organization member live without the organization? It's just impossible. Punishment for the person you can't find?
I mean, he did specify that they're not actively looking for her, so I wouldn't necessarily say they can or cannot find her. He literally said he's not bothering to expend the resources to find her, so I feel like he's willingly choosing to ignore the fact that she ran away.
I think Axel is plotting. He probably knows how to fix this. Oh, goddamn. Sykes is throwing the hammer down.
It's like Simps for Zenmus.
Well, he kinda has to. I mean, it's his job.
It's his job to simp.
He is the simp guy. Now Axel's acting weird. What the fuck?
I had ice cream with Axel after work today, but she on the show. Axel said she got sent on an important mission, but he wouldn't look at me when he said it. I've been wondering what's wrong with Xion all this time, but now that I stop and think about it, Axel's not himself either.
Does this mean that Roxas is also becoming a weirdo?
No, it's more like Roxas. No one ever does anything or talks to Roxas about anything that's going on in their lives, so he's always like constantly just noticing people are like having trauma, but doesn't get to be a part of it. Pain combo plus.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
We have something new to build then?
Well, he asked us to build something specific.
Yeah, but whatever he asked us to build, I just assume.
Okay, what do I get for doing that? Tell me! Tell me, Luke Sword! I need my doggy treat.
Silver.
I had to give him a diamond for silver. Luke Sword. Now I'm being railroaded by Sykes and Zigbar.
I was gonna make a Minecraft reference, but I don't even know if silver's in Minecraft.
Oh goddamn, are we getting another block? Yep.
Yes.
Well, apparently all the Heartless are dying in Halloween Town, and we have to go fix that?
Why would to fix the fact that Heartless are dying?
Well, if we can't get any Heartless, then the entire plan falls apart.
Yeah, but why do we have to get these Heartless?
Well, let's go to the back room, and I assume the answer will be there.
There.
Because this entire location is just one big line.
Yeah,
rooms.
that's essentially how this works. We always end up having to go in a straight line until we eventually hit the thing that we need to get to. Although I do think the second from the last room that we went through last time has multiple doors we can go down.
Oh, good, a insect dog.
A beetle.
Hey, it's a tentacle.
Oh man, look out, it's that tentaclaw.
I wonder if these two things are connected to each other.
Yes. I think we just got our answer.
Well, we better go fix that, because no one's allowed to eat all the Heartless in town.
Well, now we have to go fight a gajillion tentaclaws.
Well, we got 3 of them at least. What do you mean mystery enemies? We found out what their names were last time!
Tentaclaws! Go fight the mystery enemy.
It's almost like they're written on our VR goggles, but we can't read it.
never played a... No, that's not true. I've played a VR game. I was like, I never played VR before. And then I was like, wait, no, I did. I played Super Hot. Have you ever played a VR game before, Jeff?
No, I can't afford to get the new goddamn consoles. I can't afford to get into VR.
I don't own VR. I just have some friends that have, like, Oculus Rifts or whatever some of the other ones are.
Well, I wish I had hipster friends, but I don't.
Yeah,
I only know normal people.
I want to play Beat Saber. I think that's the game that I feel like I would enjoy the most in VR. It's the rhythm game where you have to, like,
I've seen Beat Saber be played. It just looks like it looks really annoying to play.
I mean, it's a rhythm game, so you have to like rhythm games.
Yeah.
It's literally just a rhythm game. It's a generic rhythm game.
I don't know. It seems like it's all the precise. It seems like it's precise, like slashing with the blocks.
I feel like there's probably more leeway than we give it credit for, because, like, people can play it, like, everyday people, so it can't be stat precise. But yeah. I played Super Hot, though. Have you ever seen someone play Super Hot?
Yeah, I've seen
That's the
Super
one
Hot be played.
That game's fun. The thing I liked about that game is the fact that, like, you know, time only moves when you move, so, like, anytime a new level happens, you have, like, time to kind of assess the situation as long as you stand still. Which was something I enjoyed with it, was, like, the concept of stopping, looking at my surroundings quickly to try to assess what I need to do.
Yeah, I think that's what drew everyone to Super Hot in the first place, was its unique mechanic.
Yeah, the whole gimmick of Super Hot is time only moves when you do. That's literally the gimmick.
The only thing about it. But
yeah.
It's the only thing it needs.
Right? It's just a series of puzzle rooms where you try to your best to assess the situation. Though there are some where you have to move pretty fucking fast. Like, there's one where, like, two dudes are rushing at you with knives, but they're rushing from you from opposite sides. So, like, one guy's behind you and one guy's in front of you. So you have to, like, quickly... You have to, like... I think you have to punch... I think you can punch the one guy, take his knife, and then kill the other guy with the knife.
Yeah, sounds about right. A lot of throwing things.
Right? My favorite is the levels where there's a hidden gun. Like, if you look carefully, there's a gun somewhere near you at the start, on, like, a table or, like, underneath something, but you have to, like, be aware of it. So if you rush into it, you'll have no idea the gun's there before you end up getting killed, but if you, like, take your time and, like, breathe, you'll spot the gun. I know there's one where there's a gun under a piece of rubble, like, you're in a room where it's, like, collapsed. There's a gun underneath the rubble that you can use to, like, kill the people in the room quick. And then I know there's one where I think there's like glasses and stuff on the table that if you wanted to, like, just throw shit at them, you could do that. But, like, under the counter, so you're, like, standing at, like, a shop counter. On top of the counter, there's, like, cups and stuff that you can pick up and throw at people. But under the counter is a gun, and so you could just quickly just grab the gun and shoot the gun at people.
And not have to do the two-step to get it done.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, risk getting hit by picking up multiple objects and throwing them. Instead you can just pick up a gun and go pow 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 real fast. Yeah, it was a really fun game the time I played it. I played it for a long time.
How would you play it for a long time? I thought the game was, like, short.
Yeah, but you gotta remember how many times I fucking died.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, yeah, I don't know if I don't think I even beat the game. Like, I don't think I got through all of it. But I got through a large chunk. Well, I mean, I played it at a friend's house and on his VR. So, like, I'm not gonna hog the VR the whole time.
You don't want to be that. You want to be that guy, even though this is your only opportunity.
I mean, yeah, but I had other friends there that it was their only opportunity, right? My one friend owned it, but some of my other friends that were there, because there was more than just me and my friend. It was like me, my friend, his wife, another friend of ours, like, you know, this was a group thing.
I suppose this is the downside to being the VR friend, is that you have to share it with everybody.
I mean, yeah. I don't even remember how. I think one of my other friends knew that he owned VR, because I didn't know he owned VR before that, and I was like, let's play VR. It's fun. If you ever get the chance, anybody out there, try it. You know, even if you think it's not for you, I'd say try it. VR can be kind of fun. A lot of the games are way more simple than like you know the game we're playing right now, but it's fun.
Well, I wouldn't want to see this in first person. This would be the worst.
Oh, I feel like you'd get dizzy as fuck.
Yeah, well, considering how this game is just revolving around acrobatic flipping.
Right?
Well, we only got 100 days left. I mean, what do you think what could the conclusion to this possibly be?
We're gonna figure out that we're a tool of the organization, and we're gonna turn on them, and Axel's gonna presumably join us, and Xion, we're gonna find him, bump into Xion again.
But how is...
Which is probably gonna be the start. Finding Xion again is probably gonna be the start of us turning against the organization.
But how are the rest of the organization?
So this is the room that has multiple paths. Like this is the one room in this place that has multiple paths.
Yes, but this is where we're supposed to be because this is where everyone ran away from.
There. There's also apparently 2 paths in this room. Oh, okay. The water doesn't fucking hurt you. Also, you forgot a medal in that room if you want it, but...
Well, that can wait until later because I think we found the boss. Because it's going to be one of the rare actual bosses.
So I never actually got to this part for sure, because I definitely don't recognize this enemy. So like wherever I ended the game, it was before this.
I think you missed out because this is when the plot seems to come into it. We found Xion delving into some fortune telling that she wanted to do apparently. She's hacking computers. You know, she's got
looking at Leech, I just gotta say, looking at Leechgrave's HP, I feel like the last thing we fought in Halloween Town had more HP bars than this.
Yeah, but that was also
Remember that
ghost that
ghost?
didn't do anything.
Yeah, the ghost that didn't do anything. I feel like that thing had more HP bars than Leechgrave.
Leechgrave is definitely a lot less annoying when you can't take any damage.
There.
We're just completely ruining the respect that these bosses deserve.
Does the gameplay of this game deserve anything?
Well, I mean the boss fights are a bit better. I mean, at least this is actually designed and there's a strategy to it. I was actually kind of surprised you could just attack Leechgrave throughout the entire thing. I thought we would have had to like fight the Tentaclaws and then Leechgrave would open up. Or halfway
Nope,
done.
apparently not. Apparently we can just wail on Leechgrave the entire time.
Well, I mean, we would also be getting poisoned by that attack he's doing, but again, we don't take any damage. Because I remember a content creator was a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, and I think he lambasted this boss in particular for being kind of badly designed.
Gotcha.
Because if you hadn't noticed, fighting the Tentaclaws is actually kind of annoying because they have tiny fucking hitboxes.
I guess I haven't really been paying attention.
Because the hitbox on a Tentaclaw...
Ever since being able to cheat, I have personally, like, don't really pay attention to the fights. It's just like, yep, we're whacking it.
Well, Leechgrave also isn't moving, so, you know, he's not really doing anything of note.
Oh, he can move? For some reason I assumed he was fixed in this position.
No, he's fixed, like, he can't go anywhere. Like, you know, he's always available for us to hit him. All he does is has arms and poison clouds, and, the Tentaclaws aren't attacking us, so what's the point of them even being here?
Well, so my mind says that poison attack you're talking about, you're supposed to try to get out of the way of it, and in which case now you're in the Tentaclaws territory, but because we're just standing in the middle of the battlefield smacking the coffin, and not caring about any attacks, we don't get close to the Tentaclaws, so have to worry about them.
I guess I just kind of remember Leechgrave being a boss fight that was a legit challenge, or more so than other things. Not like the fucking Siege Engine, which was just a horrible mess. Oh, we did it. We have saved the Heartless in Halloween Town from dying.
Cutscene time.
Eat it, Heartless box.
I just pointed out that apparently this Heartless was eating other Heartless, I guess.
Yeah. To make himself more powerful so that he could get more tentacles, so that he could eat more food.
And
Jack, you were
saw-
standing there the whole time. You think Jack's ever gonna get his perfect Halloween together?
Oh, he just figured out that black cloaks and tentacles equal Halloween.
Where's the door that's supposed to be here? How do I leave? Do I have to go that way?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, we're back here. The one thing I love about Halloween Town, you have to do the whole walk back. The entire way.
I mean, as you stated, it's a fucking straight line for the most part. So every time you finish it, you have to go through the same walk all the way back.
And they keep introducing new rooms, so they just make the line even longer.
Yeah, so this whole thing works. Also, this is not the line that you needed to go down. This is
Well-
one of the side rooms. That's where we fought the floaty ghost.
Well, excuse me for them having a four-way junction.
It wasn't four-way, there's two paths to go from where you came.
Anyway, we have to save our salt because the next mission we have to do is in fucking Wonderland.
Oh, fucking Christ. Alright.
Welcome to
Glad
Pain.
I have my wine bottle still.
Wait, how are you here?
Well, we took that wrong turn, remember?
Oh. What?
The Harbinger of Terror and Torment.
I've invented the Scarecrow. It's genius! Jack, it doesn't move.
Nonsense.
I've invented terrorism. It's genius, I tell you. It will blow up everything. Wait, you're not even planning for this Halloween, you're planning for next year?
Yeah.
Next year is 10 months from now. Dr. Finkelstein, he's a proponent of terrorism.
You're not wrong. It is roughly 10 months from now. To be more specific, I think it's technically 11 months from now because we have to do, you know, December. But,
The rest of it, at least.
yeah.
Is that supposed to be me?
Like, part of me thinks that's supposed to be, like, Roxas's hair on it.
Oh, he literally said it.
But, like, I don't see it at the same time. Like, if you would show me a picture of Roxas and then show me a picture of the Scarecrow, like, I wouldn't think they're connected.
Well, to be fair, he also made it in, what, like 10 seconds?
True.
Yeah, I'll certainly use that game. I definitely want wind powers in this game. I'm gonna blow up, I don't know, Zaldan's skirt for a joke. Embarrass him in front of everybody.
Which guy's Zaldan? Isn't the guy called Aladdin? The
Yes.
spears.
He's the guy with the spears.
I don't think he has a skirt. I
Well,
think he has a cloak, like all the
technically
other
they all
fucking...
have skirts.
No, they all have cloaks.
Oh, like, I
Or
can't work the
robes.
same way?
Well, I mean... Blowing up someone's skirt would... typically, by the concept of what is a skirt, be more embarrassing than a robe or a cloak.
Well, I
Because
guess-
in this situation, they'd probably be wearing pants underneath it. Well, if it's a skirt, that is in replace of pants.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So, like, by blowing his robe away, you just see his black pants, presumably.
Roxas is learning what it means to not have friends. Because they're always busy.
Meanwhile, Axel is actually just there, but hiding.
Yeah, why is he doing that?
Being edgy, I don't know.
Yeah, but why'd he even show up then? Is he like, Roxas has to learn to be without me. So I can't help him anymore.
I feel like that's been Axel's agenda since, like, the beginning of the game, though.
He's taking
Like,
Roxas under his wing so he can push
There's
him
been
away.
so many times where I feel like his mentality has been like, Roxas, you need to learn to fucking deal with shit yourself. And not rely on others. Like, that's been a number of times.
It's been literally 8 months, Roxas. Stop being a fucking subservient dingus. Okay, you gotta be your own man. Get your own hobbies.
Do a new diary entry, is that what this is?
Yep. Xion's missing.
Alright, Xion has gone missing, but nobody said anything about her being hurt, so that's good, I guess. Did she run off? That doesn't make any sense. Zenmus told us not to go after her. The way... Fuck, how do you say his name?
Sykes.
Sykes explained it. It's almost like they don't think she's worth getting back. What's going on?
I mean, I'm not sure how you would pronounce an umlaut and I, but that's what it's supposed to be.
I'd have to ask my friends that took I can't think of the name of the class. I have like a lot of music majors that I know, and there's actually a music major class that goes over how to pronounce things, because in vocal performance, pronunciation's very important.
I think I remember this mission, and I think this mission is gonna be particularly terrible.
There.
Because they're saying that it's impossible to catch this enemy, so we have to ambush it.
Fuck that? Question mark? Please, no. There's one.
I don't think so. I don't think it would just be there.
Oh, is there only one of them?
Yeah, there's one of these guys.
Okay, then I mistook a greenish looking enemy as the same one.
Plus,
We're
if my
looking for-
memory's correct,
We're
I
looking
think it's
for
in
an
the...
Emerald Serenade.
I think it's in the... Oh, there it is.
Beat it up.
Uh,
I hate this enemy already. That's fucking garbage. Just beeline for it. Like, stop focusing on other enemies and, like, start platforming for it.
the problem is that my automatic lock-on will just keep doing that. So I
Yeah,
kind of
that-
have to kill the other enemies.
We have to kill the Sapphire Eulogies.
Well,
Quick, get it while it's down here.
I did hit it a couple of times, but that's about it. And then it ran away again.
I do think it's interesting, or, well, I guess it's not interesting. I just enjoy the fact that all the like, mage-looking enemies are named after musics. Like, types of music. These ones are Eulogy. Earlier we fought concertos. I think we fought a sonata.
Yeah, I think, I can't remember what the earliest ones were. I think they might have been operas.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go get it.
Yeah, right now the enemy we're trying to kill is a Serenade.
And this is a blizzard plant,
Yeah,
which
that's
isn't clever at all.
well, as I said, it's the caster looking enemies, like the ones that look like wizards. They have like the witch hats.
Oh, fuck, I thought I could have done that. But all I can do is glide.
Glide might be useful in this though.
Maybe the mission I'm remembering is that we have to kill, like, multiple ones of those in the maze.
I mean, I still feel like this is kind of annoying.
Well, yeah, obviously this is annoying, but I don't think it could be it's not as annoying as it could be.
I mean, I feel like everything that is annoying could be made more annoying by just elevating whatever it is that's annoying you. So yeah, multiple of these things would be super annoying. Although, personally, I think multiple of these might be less annoying in the fact that, like, while you wail on one, the other one's eventually going to run into your path, so that when you lose one, there's another one available to hit. Kind of mentality. While this one's just kind of us constantly chasing the same one around. Not to mention these eulogies fucking just teleport behind you every 2 seconds.
Which is fine, because if I can get into an aerial combo, then I could just, you know, I could just lock onto it that way and then just wail. Like, their ability doesn't fucking do anything, because I could just track them the whole way.
There. I mean, I guess you missed a couple of hits, but yeah.
Or Axel could just fucking do that.
Not Axel, whatever his name is,
Oh,
the guy with the
Zigbar.
guns.
Zigbar and his dumb name. I mean,
Personally,
to be fair, Zigbar's two names are stupid because his name is Zigbar and his name is also Greg.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, my favorite guy of the buddies of this game is the guy with the spears. And I think it's just because I like his attack animations, like the art of them. I just like the summoning spears.
I'm surprised that you like Zoldan so much.
I do. I really like his attack animations. I think they're cool. He's got fucking, like, silver spears that he fucking summons, and...
Are you gonna appreciate his spear dragon when you finally get around to play Kingdom Hearts 2?
Probably not, depending on what it looks like, but, you know, maybe.
He gets to ride his frickin' spears around in the dragon shape, just like...
Yeah, no, that sounds dumb. I like him summoning extra spears. I don't like him riding the spears.
But it's his speciality. It's the one thing he's been working all his level ups into from the day he started.
Alright, fuck this enemy. I'm done with this mission already. Grabbing the bottle of wine, turning away from the screen.
Well, goddamn, everybody. We lost our commentator. Now we're gonna have to...
I'm still here to talk, I'm just not bothering to watch.
comment your angry faces at Cheddar for giving up. Well, you don't like the combination of the horribly high HP runaway guy and the teleporting monster. How can we make this more annoying? Let's give him 2 more health bars.
Of this game, I think the gameplay of this game is a bunch of fucking waste your time bullshit. It's literally super tedious a lot of the time. Not always, but a lot of the time.
But what if we could make 4 of them instead of 1? Would that make it better?
I already stated that maybe. Just because, like, while one's running away, the other one might be running past you. So, like, you can always just switch targets to the next one.
You're gonna have fun when we finally get to the ruler in the sky, because that's gonna be the real, okay, we're having drinks mission. Because,
We've been drinking the entire time we're playing. The bottle of wine's almost gone at this point.
God damn it. You're not gonna have any left for the real high mark of bullshit.
I'll go buy another one.
The Neverland boss.
Also, let's be real. I have a bottle of wine right now, but when we get to the boss that I absolutely fucking can't stand, I have tequila and vodka in the cabinet.
Fair enough. You even have a proper cabinet for it.
But yes, I have a stocked liquor cabinet because I drink a lot more than...
You drink enough to justify it.
I was gonna say, I drink more than you and Adam do, because Adam doesn't really drink, you don't really drink all that much, but I have social events a lot where a lot of us drink. So I warrant the ownership of a drinking cabinet.
So yeah, the mission said, hey, this guy's really fast, ambush him. And this is what they meant.
Yeah, ambush him, chase him a million times as he flies the same circle around a room.
It's either that or he would, I don't know, constantly fly in between different rooms. God damn. He's actually faster than I think he is. I am really glad that I switched to the aerial sword, because otherwise this would have been fucking impossible.
I will also say that, like, while magic damage-wise or whatever is garbage, apparently, I feel like
It would probably
maybe,
crack.
like, with this enemy, it might be slightly useful, right? Because we can, like, hit it from a distance as it's running away, because it moves quick. As long as it's moving in a straight line, I feel like as long as we catch it in those moments, we'd be able to hit it with the magic.
I think we'll be good in like three more good ambushes. The problem is I can't get upstairs fast enough to really, you know, make it worthwhile, because by the time I get upstairs, it's already downstairs.
Well, I'd say just start getting to upstairs right now instead of chasing him down the hall like you did. Just immediately turn around and go upstairs the way you did. I feel like, at least when I was watching more carefully, because I've been checking in and out of this fight, I feel like we get more hits in when he's upstairs than we do downstairs.
Yeah, that might
And
be worth it.
It might be because our weapon's aerial based, and thus upstairs we tend to get more aerial hits in.
Ugh, never mind. It's not gonna be another 3 ambushes. It might be another 9.
Fuck this enemy. I mean, do what you want. Just figure it out. Kill him. I don't know.
Give it a good college try.
I'm trying to think. Have I watched any anime recently?
Or just TV in general. I mean, do you watch
Well,
TV?
Yeah, I watch a lot of TV. I was gonna say most of my time I probably watch TV more than I do anything else. Playing video games is something I do less than watch TV. But mostly this week, at least in TV, I've just been rewatching Simpson episodes, and then when not watching Simpsons, I'm watching WWE.
Oh, you're actually a wrestling fan?
Yep. My dad and I have always watched it ever since I was a kid.
I would have not pegged you for that, but then again, we never talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I talk about all that often because I just kind of watch it, and that's kind of the gist of it. Also, I tend to go on these benders where, like, I'll go a couple years without watching wrestling at all. Gotcha. But, like, I'll go these years where I don't watch wrestling at all, and then I'll be like, yeah, I haven't watched wrestling in a while, so I'll, like, just start watching the weekly episodes, and then rinse and repeat. So, like, my parents decided to stop paying for DirecTV and pay for a bunch of streaming services instead, because it's cheaper. It's literally cheaper to own almost every major streaming, like, network than it is to pay for DirecTV right now. And so with that, we got Paramount Plus, and Paramount Plus has all of the pay-per-view events for wrestling. So because we have access to all the pay-per-views, I was like, hey, I should just start watching it again, because we also pay for Hulu with live TV. I think my parents pay for Hulu with live TV.
Goddamn, that's expensive as hell, though. I'm surprised it's cheaper.
Well, it's cheaper than DirecTV. Like, still, Hulu with live TV plus all the other streaming services like HBO Max and Netflix and stuff is still cheaper to my parents than paying for DirecTV. Because DirecTV is like $170 a month.
Holy shit.
So, like, it is ridiculous when, like, streaming services are $15 a month, and then, like, Hulu plus live TV is like $6 a month. It's like, yeah, okay, it's livable. So with Hulu with live TV, I can watch, like, the weekly episodes of pro wrestling, because the way they do that, you either have to, like, wait a couple weeks to watch it on Paramount Plus, or you can watch it on Hulu with live TV for the weekly stuff. But then the pay-per-views are literally day of on Paramount Plus. Like, you can watch as they're premiering on pay-per-view television, you can watch the pay-per-views on Paramount Plus. So I was like, yeah, I'll start watching wrestling again. It's fun. I mean, wrestling's just a bunch of melodrama. I forget who said it, but someone once said that pro wrestling's a soap opera. And they're right.
Huh.
I hands down believe, like, in a sense, pro wrestling's essentially a soap opera. Because all it is a bunch of melodrama storylines, right? Of people beating each other up in the ring. But yeah,
Okay,
I don't know.
so-
My grandfather was apparently super into wrestling. I never watched wrestling with my grandfather while he was alive. But my dad said he used to watch it with his dad when he was a kid. And then my dad and I used to watch it when we were kids. So, hey, we're back in Agrabah.
Yeah, now we're on the very generic mission. We just have to collect hearts. So, kill things.
Fun.
I mean, it's better than the last mission, at least. But that kind of goes without saying.
I mean, we have to kill specific things, because we can't kill, like, the shadows if they show up, because they don't give hearts.
Yep.
We have to kill stuff with the heart tattoos.
Huh. It looks like there's just treasure here, so let's go back to Agrabah. Oh, never mind.
One fire plant. Woot.
You know, maybe I should check around to see if there's anything more.
Oh, there's that.
Oh yeah, you think you're the aerial master, buddy? Have you seen this sword?
I mean, he could stay airborne indefinitely. We definitely can't, so I think he's got us beat there.
Damn it. He's right. What are we gonna do? This guy's better at being a flying man than us. Yeah, I don't think getting up there is gonna be an option.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we can get up because the statue's fallen over.
No Heartless in there. And also, I don't know how the hell I would get up there.
Normally you fall from above.
Which,
So... Back to
yeah.
Agrabah we go, I guess.
Well, we don't have to kill 100% of the Heartless. It just looks like about 75%. So we'll
Yeah,
be able to
probably.
cut out early today. Oh, and hey, here's all the Heartless you fucking need, buddy. We got you covered.
A bunch of healers and then one big guy.
Yeah, the guy with fucking 7 health bars.
Yeah, but the healers each have one, which at this point in the game is kind of nice. Because most things we fight have like 3 minimum.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're freaking giving us an easy time now, considering everything else we have been doing all this
Well,
part.
this specific encounter is like guys with 1 health bar and then a guy with like 7. So like the one guy has an ass load of health bars.
Yeah, but he's also so slow that I can't imagine he's gonna be all that useful in a
Well,
fight.
so I think the idea is that he ends up distracting you, and then these healer guys heal him a whole bunch because there's a ton of them around. So like as you try to fight him, more healers get summoned, and you find yourself fighting all the healers. Hold on. Heads up, my roommate just sent me a message on Discord. Read it.
Well, if you need to cut out early, we can call it early.
Yeah, probably after this mission we can cut it. Actually coming to look at it, so.
Okay. I guess it is gonna be 6 parts, then I thought we'd be here for longer. But hey, you know, that's life for you. At least this is the final mission of the block, so hopefully something will happen.
Right?
So solid armor, huh?
We haven't fought one of these things in a while.
Yeah, I think they're kind of exclusive to Agrabah, so we haven't seen them in a while. Well, there goes. It's kind of my own fault for thinking that this is going to be an easy mission.
probably know when we kill this guy, he feels like half the gauge or some shit.
No, I think we killed all the mages in this room. As long as it doesn't walk over to the other side, we should be perfectly fine.
Yeah, so, but my thought is maybe this guy feels a bunch of gauges.
I'm kind of hoping that myself.
Because he has, you know, fucking 9 health bars, I think I count.
Actually, I think you're right. Or at least
Assuming
8.
he has, well, because the number of dots underneath are 8, and so assuming he has one past that he would have started on, it would have been 9 bars. Now, given, yeah, you're right, the 1 bar might have been less. You know, it could have been a half bar instead of 1 bar. You could have had 8.5 instead of 9.
Solid armor temporarily blinks out of existence.
God, fighting this thing takes eons.
Well, that's also because we're the only one here, so we're kind of doing this on our own back.
There.
No, nothing about fighting solid armor has been fair. We've been silenced this entire fucking time, which has made this even more excruciating if we were playing this legit, because we couldn't use fucking Kira at any time. I don't know why.
Yeah, we could just health potions instead.
Yeah, I don't know if the potions would be...
Although I will state,
enough.
like, our build is pretty good, like, comparatively to what you could build, because potions take up room on your, like, bar of stuff you can equip, and we don't have any equipped. So, like, in theory, we're presumably better equipped because we're not wasting slots on healing items and other items we need. And he didn't fill the bar very much.
Poo.
So if we encounter another one of him, let's just wait.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Hunt down some of the smaller guys. The big guy. Because these guys, I think, fill the gauge almost just as much as he does. And there are a lot more of them, and they're way quicker.
Oh, we only got another third of the bar to go. Come on, Arliss. Oh, hey, there you are.
Hold on, kill all the healers first.
I'm trying to, but I've locked on the wrong thing.
And then hop around the room in hopes of finding more healers instead of finding, you know, the big guy. Like right now, where we have summoned like 2 or 3 more healers since we started the fight with the big guy. Kill everything but the big guy.
Working on it.
In the hopes that we get enough to finish this mission without having to kill that thing, because that thing took us eons to kill.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Alright, start jumping around and looking for other
Where are the
enemies.
other loudmouths that got summoned here? There should be a couple more.
I think on the other half of the room, I think you have to start walking across the room and going to different spots. Okay, I think I count like 3 or 4 more loudmouths.
We're
So
gonna
I'd
need to
say
find
start
another couple of them.
start jumping above and seeing if there's any above, or like go to the far ends, like the far corners of the room.
Damn it, stop chasing me.
Being auto-locked onto him sucks for
Yeah.
this.
Apparently Roxas can't jump.
Okay, I heard more spawn.
Good, I can probably get off that stupid target.
And then my guess is straight across there'll be more. Did you kill both of them over there, or just the one?
Looks
Yeah,
like
so
got
I think we
both
need
of
to
them.
kill like one more. So I'd say... No, across the other direction, like over there, yeah. And then like up, maybe? Like on top of that one ledge. So now if you can turn around and then just fly straight across onto that. No? Damn. Are you really gonna tell me, game, that we have to kill this guy?
I
There's
really
not
don't
anything
want to.
else. I was gonna say, start looking around. Physically go wherever we can. Hit the switch, see what hitting the switch does.
There is no prompt to hit it for some fucking reason.
Damn.
Oh wait, I summoned something.
Yes! More dudes to kill so that we don't have to kill the guy with literal eons of health.
Are you
I
serious?
actually think killing these two guys will give us enough.
Why both of them? Why is it that tiny fucking sliver? Well, it's because the big guy gives you slightly more. So obviously.
Okay, good. Mission complete. Screw the big guy. Let's go.
Let's get out of here. Ah! I guess go this way.
Looks like it. And then the
Okay,
portal's to
dark
your
portal's
right,
over here.
or left,
And I guess that'll be it for part 4.
and that'll be it for today.
Didn't do as much as I thought we'd get to, but hey, we got things are developing.
Yeah,
Things are happening.
it's happening. Spooky shit.
Stuff.
Xion went missing. We have to find her.
And we only got 80 days left. And now we're at that beach finally.
We went to the beach.
Roxas went to the beach.
Hold on. We literally went to the very beginning of the first game. Like, I know where this is. Like, I've played on this island.
Yeah, we went to Destiny Island, I guess.
Which is a spoiler to me, because I totally thought it got destroyed. Because, like, you have to flee Destiny's Island because all the shadows are showing up when you play the first game. So I assumed that meant it got blowed up. And by that I mean I thought everybody there got, like, killed and it got overrun by shadows and you just couldn't go there. Oh hey, I also failed to realize that we're watching a full-on cutscene. Xion's got her hood up again.
What's up, Xion? What? It's you.
That's not Xion.
You must have known
That's-
this was going to happen.
That's the
Why
bookish
was some
security.
other
That's the
guy?
bookish security guard from Chain of Memories, but I can't remember his fucking name.
And
Because in
that's
your memory,
the other guy.
Oh,
you've been to a
it's
number of
Vexion.
worlds
That's his
before you came
name.
To this one. And,
And
of course,
in those worlds, the only beings you met
with the Dark Archon. That's all that's
The what is he the nobody of the fucking what's his name? The other guy with the
He's the nobody of Vienzo, which is why I remember his name.
oh, because I was gonna say him and the one guy are literally
Wait, what?
saying,
What the fuck's going on with the vicious?
okay, which character are we? Come on now, game. Are we
Roxas, Roxas,
Are we
Xion,
Xion?
Enriku, and also
Are
Sora.
we Riku? Well,
And-
because like my thought was like in that cutscene, Riku and the other guy were both like walking in a circle around us, so I assumed that other guy was the nobody to Riku.
why is Xion now on Destiny Island? With
I don't
the
know, but now Riku
mysterious
has her.
man.
What? Mysterious? That's Riku.
Well, he was
Literally
the...
just looks like
And now he's meeting
it's literally
Naminé.
Riku if you put a fucking wrap around his eyes. Alright, you made me promise. Something about looking after Sora. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I've kept that promise very well.
And I can't find them. I don't know where they went.
Okay, clearly I don't understand who Riku is across the whole fucking series. I almost 100% thought Ryu or Riku was like a Sasuke, if you will. Like, I'll state, I've never fully watched all of Naruto, but I know, like, Sasuke goes from being, like, the friend / rival to being, like, full-on, like, evil for the purpose of overcoming the rival shit, like, relationship. So, like, I assumed Riku was the evil. Like,
Riku in
'cause
this,
he's the rival.
Riku in this context seems to care about what's happening with Sora right now, at the very least.
There.
At least they're kind of telling us the whole... They're kind of getting us introducing us to the whole explanation, I guess, of what's going on.
Yeah, we might need to restate this, 'cause I don't know if I'll catch all this.
Well, Naminé said that she can't find Sora's memories because they're missing. And then
Right.
she was explaining to Riku that somehow the memories that she's looking for are escaping through Sora's nobody into this her person. And
Gotcha.
they're intermingling with her, and now she doesn't know what to do about it.
Gotcha. Alright, let's keep going then.
Diz.
Okay. Also, Diz with a capital Z.
Riku doesn't know how to fix it either. Okay.
Okay. That I think that answers the question I had, because like what I was confused about is whether or not the events of 2 were taking place during the events of this game.
Oh no, two directly takes place after this game.
Yeah, because from what I know of the timeline without like knowing everything is that I know after the events of 1 he ends up in essentially a coma or something. And then they do a thing and gets him out of the coma, but like I didn't know if he was still part of the coma for the entirety of this game.
Apparently Naminé couldn't have accounted for their individuality. Just,
Wow, who knew Roxas wanted to be his own person?
Naminé's gonna go murder both of them.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Or rather, she's gonna tell Riku to do it, I guess. Because I don't think Naminé would have the ability to
This
kill
was
anything.
the thing, right? Did you know her face was blank at first? Like, this is the explanation for the hood always being up, but like,
Oh.
it's the idea that like only the people who knew her could see her as like who she was. And
Now
instead
she
her
has
face,
a face.
But like, what bothers me is the fact that like her face is shown when, like, based on camera shot and not based on just who's in the room.
Okay,
Like,
so I
I
guess
feel
there's
like-
your explanation.
But I personally feel like the better way of showing it would be having her hood be up if anybody's in the room instead of based on camera shot. Because her hood being up or down is based on who's in the camera shot. If someone is in the camera shot that doesn't know her face, then her hood's up. But if it's only her and like Roxas, then the hood's down. But in my opinion, I'd rather have it where if Xemnas is in the room, whether or not he's in the camera shot, her hood's up the entire time, right? And then like when he's not in the room, her hood's down. Like that would have been better.
It might have something more to do with who's specifically looking at her, but I don't know if that would explain much.
Right. Anyway, let's keep going.
But at least you got your explanation. Apparently,
Yeah,
the reason that's happening is because Sora's memories are splitting amongst the three of them.
Right. So let's get through this cutscene here and figure out us all out.
So now Riku's gonna become the bad guy in this game, cause he has to go murder some people. Okay, Riku, get the stabbing. Why is Roxas running away?
Because he witnessed all this, I guess? I don't know.
But Xion's here, and she's obviously in danger, so why the fuck is he just gone? Why did he bolt? Also, why are all three of them here now?
Is it that I'm not supposed to exist?
What?
Well, what do you want to do, Xion?
Well, how are you getting the memories?
I want
How are you related to any of this?
with you.
I just want to state once again, that is not how I imagine Axel's voice. This is how I imagine Xion's voice, though, so
Come
there's
back
that at
with
least.
us.
Well, obviously she's meek and,
Not the way I am now,
very, I guess, confused?
but
Yeah,
It would
but
take
the
me
voice
to be
acting,
like
I
you.
mean, like just like the pitch, right? Because you can have any pitch of voice can have any like emotional reflex to it, but I imagine Axel's voice is deeper than it is.
And now we're at the clock tower!
Yeah, all that jazz and then clock tower.
What about the whole am I supposed to exist thing? Why didn't you help her out more? She was obviously having problems.
I don't know if that fully happened, like, in a sense.
Maybe
That
they
makes sense.
went and had that beach day and they decided to go to Destiny Island for some reason. Oh, never mind. Now he's just saying I went to the beach anyway.
For my mission. So like, this is muddy as fuck now. Because we literally saw a scene that had all three of them on the beach, but clearly they weren't at the beach, at least at this time.
And now he's thinking it was a dream or something.
Right?
And now Roxas is as confused as you are.
I mean, I think it'll become clearer.
Well, especially since Xion being missing is going to depend on if that happened or not.
Right? Alright. I have to head out here.
Ah,
Hopefully-
darn.
Do you know if this scene's almost over?
I
I'd
think
like
it's
to
going to
stick
be
with the rest
over.
of it.
I think it's going to be over soon.
Okay.
I guess I could try and speed through it more.
Order Schmarter starting tomorrow. Let's use our spare time to work and coming to find Xion. Okay, yeah, and then we're probably gonna be done after this. And then gonna be like next day, find Xion.
Now we get the pan shot, and hopefully it's not going to go into another cutscene, and then that'll be part 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
so
they're
it's
looking
going
for
to next day.
something.
All right, we'll save the diary entry for next time.
Well, we got half the explanation.
So, yep.
know
With
what's
that,
going
we
on
leave with
now.
a mystery. I am heading out quick here because I have things I agreed to do. So I will be next 2 weeks from now. We'll get to the mystery of this. And next week we'll do the next murder, which I
No,
don't
we're
remember.
gonna be we're gonna be doing this back to back
Oh, is this back to back? Okay, then we'll be doing this next week.
because we did. I'm pretty sure we did 3 of yours in a row.
Maybe. I don't remember.
But
But yeah, we
anyway,
can do this
if you're
back to
gonna-
back. I guess I don't care.
If you're gonna cut out, I'm gonna conclude some things and then end the stream myself.
Sounds good. So see you guys next time. Bye.
And that was that. So yeah, we finally got some explanations. We finally know what's going on with Xion and how Riku's gonna tie into all of it. I really wish we could have gotten more into it because we still got 4 blocks of missions to go, from what I know. I can Google that real quick here. Let's see. Yeah, it's just me and me. Let's see where we are on 277. Actually, yeah, we got 4 more blocks to... No, wait, we only got 3 more blocks to go. You know, if we were able to frickin' do... We could get all done in part 5 next time, but that's only if he's willing to stick around. We've got another 21 missions to go, it looks like. Because we've got 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, about 11. I guess it depends on what his timetable is gonna be, because if he's only gonna have 3.5 hours to do a part, then that's kind of what we got. You know. Anyway, I'm enjoying what's going on. I think it's getting a bit interesting. I kind of wish we could have gotten more into part 4. I wish we could have been going for, you know, until 1 a.m. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. So, you know, whatever. I hyped up part 4. I think we got an appropriate enough reaction for that. So I guess it'll just be until next time. We'll get to enjoy